But we're not warmongers. We support the Department of War. We'll be right back.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/fax or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Friday night is Bulldog Fight Night. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com.
Carr deep in the backfield in the pistol formation. Now he sends him out. We're going to have a trip to the right side, empty backfield. Carr comes set. Snap is back. He's going to look over here, throw it to Parr. Good block. Parr is loose. He's to the 15 to the 10. That's a touchdown, Artesia.
Tonight, your Bulldogs are back home at the world-famous Bulldog Bowl, taking on the Hawks of Centennial High. Bulldog football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Avo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Public Schools, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Buckhorn Productions, Kane Electric Supply, the City of Artesia, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, the Eddy County DWI Program, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Finn's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward, J&J Home Care, AC Light Tower, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tint, Remax Axiom, Smile Expressions, Southeast New Mexico College, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, Trans-Aero Medevac, the National Championship Air Races in Roswell, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppet and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, and Trustmark Roofing. Now, on.
Good evening, Bulldog fans. Welcome to the pregame show here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. We've got the Centennial Hawks in town, another big 6A school, and joined here by Coach Moppin of the Artesia Bulldogs, of course, our head coach. And, Coach, you've had a couple of great weeks. You guys are 2-0. Talk about that start.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you want to be, obviously, for sure. I thought last week, a lot of things we handled well. I thought, they had some things on us that were some good things, and our guys responded well. You never know you never can prepare for the lightning or the weather, and to go sit in your locker room for another 30 minutes. I thought our guys handled that really well and came out and played well. So just a lot of really good, learning things from last week, and I definitely we got better from week 1 to week 2, and that's the goal, is to get better every week.
Yeah, and you guys certainly did that against a big Hobbs school, big 6A school that had a lot of speed and size. And now you're coming into this week, you're taking on your third non-district game, only 3 now with the big 8-team district. But again, a great opponent, difficult opponent. Hadn't played them a ton, played them in the state championship game and then played them last year. But let's talk about the Centennial. Well, before you talk about Centennial, just talk about this week in practice. How you guys handled coming off these 2 wins over Carlsbad and Hobbs, and how you prepare for another big 6A team.
Yeah, I mean, we had the holiday Monday, which was nice. We got to practice in the morning, a little cooler weather out there, and our guys, you never know that first one, making sure everybody's going to show up and You require it, but we had a really good, every kid was there and they were focused, and we had a really good practice Monday and Tuesday, and then a good Wednesday practice out on the turf. And so it's been a really good week for practice, and I think our guys are really prepared for Friday night.
All right, well, Centennial coming to town. They're here. What's it going to take to beat those guys? Big 6A, good football team.
I think Ocampo is one of the better coaches in the state. He was at Manzano when we were playing Manzano for a few years when Coach Anderson was the head coach, and then, like you said, we played them in the 2015 state championship, and that's right when Centennial was a new school, so he's been there since the beginning of that school, and he's done a really good job. They were ranked number 2. I think they're in the top 5 still in 6A football. Played a tough Cleveland team and scored 42 points on Cleveland, so they can score some points, and then beat a Trisco team last week. And so when you watch their film, you get they're a pressure team, and so I think we definitely have to be able to protect our quarterback and pick up some things, but it also means they're going to play some man coverage, and so that's what we really like. That's an advantage we think for us. We work a lot against that, and then one thing we didn't do a good job of last year is run the ball against those guys, and so we know that's got to be something we really figure out this week, is how to have some consistent drives. Last year was kind of like you're either 3 and out or we're scoring in one play, and we got to figure out how to be a little more consistent offensively. And then defensively, like last year, our biggest thing is we just didn't tackle well. We had, not to make excuses, but some injuries and some guys in some different positions, and we just didn't play very good, sound football. And so that's been the real key this week, is you've got to stop their run, their running backs back, and you've got to force them into some reads and things that they don't want to be in, even when they want to throw. This quarterback's a little bit more of a thrower than last year's. But really, we've got to get to the ball, we've got to tackle, and we got to force them into some long 3rd and longs and 2nd and long situations, so they can't just hand the ball off every play. So I think Coach Rod's really put in a good game plan for those guys this week, and our defense has really bought into it, and so we're excited for tonight.
All right, Bulldog fans, coming up top of the hour, we've got the Bulldogs taking on the Centennial Hawks. But before we get to that, here in the pregame show, we're going to have a visit with Coach Knoll. He's the scout team coach this week, and of course have some of the Bulldogs and Meet the Bulldog segment. Go Bulldogs.
Here's a driver putting tires to the test, getting service and pricing that's always best from Ben. Big O's Ben. Lowest tire price, guaranteed. He's the man that you go to see. It's Ben.
Now during Big O's Labor Day sale, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires with installation purchase. Plus, 0 interest if paid in full within 12 or 6 months. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Having put on the breastplate of righteousness. Stand. Are you willing to stand for God? Are you willing to stand up for the truth? The truth is Jesus himself, and living the way that he has asked us to live. And so that's the very first piece of armor, is the belt of truth. And then you come in and you fasten a breastplate on to protect your heart, to protect your vital organs. And it's a breastplate of righteousness. Know the truth. Am I and living it the way that God wants me to live it? And am I showing others how to do that? See, that's the whole point of the armor of God, and the willingness to wear it, and the willingness to use it. And so as you look at Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 14, have you put those two things on? Have you put on the truth, and have you put on a breastplate of righteousness? And are you living life the way God wants you to live life? At the Hermosa Church of Christ.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed for you and your family Find them online at bob.com or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
At First American Bank, we champion for you and your small business. Our dedicated business banking team offers you individualized financial solutions, lending expertise, innovative products, and personal attention. Our goal is to help you be ready for your next opportunity. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local First Community Bank since 1903. Equal housing lender.
Devon Energy is now hiring the country's largest independent oil and natural. Exciting opportunities for people with a variety of skills and experience. We're looking for people in the Artesia community who work with integrity, dedication, and innovation. Seize this opportunity. Start your career today. Apply at careers.com. Commitment runs deep. Go Bulldogs.
Looking for professional window tinting services? Look no further than Reliable Tint in Artesia. Located at 1502 South 1st Street, they specialize in residential window tinting, as well as glass replacement for windshields, side and rear glass. But that's not all. They now offer advanced technology, rock chip, and crack repair, ensuring your vehicle stays in top shape. Open Monday through Saturday, Reliable Tint is here for all of your tinting and glass needs. Call them today, 575-616-9163. Reliable Tint in Artesia, where quality meets reliability.
Hey there, Bulldog. Hey there, Bulldog fans. Welcome to the pregame show of the Centennial High School coming into town to play the Artesia Bulldogs. Welcome to KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs come to play. And we've got, as promised, we've got Coach Knoll as our scout team coach of the week. Coach, let's talk a lot about Centennial. Let's start with their offense. What do you guys see them coming with in terms of size, speed, maybe their best set that they come out of, or maybe multiple sets? What can the fans expect in pass and run, those kind of things?
Yeah, so offensively, they're a mix of a really old team in the trenches. They start 5 seniors on the offensive line, and then they've got, I think, 4 juniors that they play in the skill position. So they're a mix of really old and seasoned on the offensive line, and then they've got some young guys in the back end. Got a junior quarterback who's big, athletic, can throw the ball a little bit. So to kind of be the one that moves their offense in the air and running the ball. And their biggest identity on offense seems to be that they want to get in formations, and they want to make you identify them and all those. Doing a bunch of reading stuff, RPOs, and then reading ends on zone reads. So they're really, really, really trying to make the defense wrong. Their favorite pass, they like to really run a deep mesh where they're crossing about 15 yards, so really getting down the field. Don't do too much of just getting the ball out quick, but they are trying to see if they can beat you, get you deep one time.
All right, well, let's move to special teams. I say this every single week, but I'm going to say it again. You guys, as coaching staff, really prepare the Bulldogs special team-wise, and I think we've got 2 returns, maybe 2 returns for touchdowns. I was going to say 2 so far through the first 2 games, and that's pretty good. That's really good. But let's talk about their special teams and what we can expect, again, as fans, to see them come out with. Are they pretty vanilla, or do they have some stuff they do both through punt, kickoff returns, kickoffs?
So when we're kicking the ball, start with their kickoff return. They do run a starburst. So we've been working all week to get prepared for that. Luckily, Hobbs also ran a starburst, and then we run a starburst, so we're able to practice that. So just making sure that guys understand their assignments, stay in their lanes, and that's how we've been preparing for that. For our punt and for our PAT/field goal, we're prepared for pressure. It's going to be a theme for whenever they're on the defensive side, they're going to bring pressure. So whenever we're going to punt the ball, we'll have probably 6 or 7 guys up on the line, pinning their ears back, trying to go get it. And then whenever they're kicking, they've got a decent kicker. They kick out of a 6x4 formation, kind of expecting to be able to fill the ball on about the 20-yard line, see if we can get another good return there.
And feel like they're going to kick to you deep. I mean, you don't know till the game time, but is that the feeling?
kicked it deep a couple times. They mainly want to squib the ball.
I got you. Okay. All right, well, let's move over to the defensive side of things. And again, let's talk about their size, their speed, maybe the set fronts you guys are expecting to see, what kind of a front you're going to see, or if it's going to be multiple. And then just talk about how they're going to try to put pressure, if so, or are they going to try to stop our running game and make us throw? What is the thoughts on that?
So defensive front-wise, the first game of the season, they were in a 4-1 the whole time. Second game of the season, we were in a 3-2. They were in a 3-2 the whole time. So we're not 100% sure what we're going to get there, but we've been working on for both. Size-wise, they're D linemen. They've got some good size and speed. They're really good athletes. Linebackers, safeties, they're not huge guys, but they're really, really good athletes, got a lot of speed. They showed a bunch of pressure against Atrisco Heritage in Cleveland, so we're expecting that. And then they're just kind of saying, we're going to let our athletes be athletes on the outside, out quick, and see if you can go make more plays than we can.
All right, well, thanks for the scout team report. And Bulldog fans, coming up here in just a couple more minutes, we're going to have some of the Bulldogs on, Meet the Bulldogs, and then, of course, at the top of the hour, game time here at Bulldog Bowl, Artesia and Centennial.
Overall, located at 4th and exalting His reign in every corner of life, work, home, and community. Join us Sundays at 10:45 a.m. for reverent, family-integrated worship and Bible preaching that transforms. From Artesia streets to your soul, it's all of Christ for all of life. Visit artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook. First, His kingdom rules.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Artesia? Trust the team that knows this town best. Lois Oliver Real Estate. With years of local experience and a dedicated group of expert agents, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you're finding the perfect place for your family or getting the best value when it's time to sell, Lois Oliver Real Estate is your hometown advantage. Visit loisoliverrealestate.com and let's get started today, because no one knows Artesia like we do, and we love it here.
Attention high school.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one East.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Inspection. Upon a 15-minute courtesy call, letting you know in your home. I'm going to be checking for functionality and any to the home. Inspection, I'll give you my, and then you can decide my products and options to. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark. Our goal is to service and get you what you deserve, and that.
To develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, the corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about MAC Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com. Did you know Artesia Ford now offers a mobile service? That's right, we come to you. From fluid and air filter changes, battery and wiper replacements, low tires to diagnostic scans and software updates, Artesia Ford's mobile service makes light maintenance easy and convenient. Call your mobile service manager today, 575-746-3578 to schedule your visit. Limited services and distances apply, so don't wait. Get service on the go with Artesia Ford. At Permian Construction, we're more than builders. We're your neighbors. Proudly serving communities across the Permian Basin, we specialize in commercial projects from $50,000 to $5 million, delivering quality, efficiency, and peace of mind. With our construction management at-risk approach, we handle every detail from design to completion, so you can count on results done right. Built on and strong values, Permian Construction is committed to growing the places we all call home. Learn more at PermianConstruction.com, where Maggie the Bulldog says, which means go Bulldogs.
Welcome back to the Artesia Bulldog. It's now time to meet your Bulldog.
My name is Landon Lucero. I'm in the junior class of 2027. I'm a defensive back, and my parents are Kate Lucero and Cassandra Lucero. My favorite subject is science, and favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the energy in the locker room.
Hi, my name is Charlie Campbell. I'm in the class of 2026. I'm a defensive back. My parents are Jeanette Palmer and Charlie Campbell. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the community.
Hi, my name is Vera Kana. My class is 2026. I'm a running back. My parents are Bianca Kana and Irby Kana. My favorite subject is English. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the last names on our back.
Hi, my name is Jared Flores. I'm a 2028. I play safety. My parents are Stephen Flores and Jennifer Flores. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the tradition.
My name is Fabian Moya. I'm a senior this year, and I graduate 2026. My position, I play slot. Parents, Maria Moya and then Gerardo Moya. Favorite subject will be language. Favorite thing about being a Bulldog will be the traditions we have just with the community and all that. So.
Hello, my name is Thomas Melendez. I'm a junior this year. I graduated in 2007. My position is a cornerback. My parents are Thomas Melendez and Geraldine Melendez. My favorite subject is math. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is probably the traditions that we have in our program.
My name is Brandon Franklin. I graduate and I'm a junior. I graduate in 2027. I play safety. My parents are Anna Franklin and Jeffrey Franklin. My favorite subject is science, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
That's your Meet Your Bulldog segment for this week. Pregame show continues right after this.
That dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of it's probably just the family. For attention, Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So that looks like they could use some extra care. Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Medevac has out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Response Team gets critical care to you. Remote every fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air. For the first time ever, the National Championship Air Races in Roswell, New Mexico.
Services and more. You can trust the team.
Oil and gas industry. Divested out of the rig moving operations to focus exclusively.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth,
may be the ultimate solution. Implant the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget. Implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients. Delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Join Southeast New Mexico College Wednesday, September 24th from 12 to 1 p.m. to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month in partnership with HSI Grant Services and the SENMC Diversity Committee. This year's guest speaker is Zeta Hernandez, the Space Latina. Hernandez is a Latina space engineer, book author, currently working at NASA at Johnson Space Center. She is a passionate advocate for space and STEM, believing that space isn't just for astronauts, but for everyone. This special event is free and open to the public.
Good evening, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling with Robbie Blue here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, and we are live at Bulldog Bowl for Friday Night Lights, and we've got Centennial in town. Robbie, a very good 6A team.
They are very good. We will talk some stats and some rankings here in a little bit, but you know, Joe, we were talking before with Greg, and it's only the third time these teams have met. This is the third time. Artesia and Centennial played in 2015 when Centennial was in 5A, and they met for the state championship game there in Centennial. The Bulldogs won that game 42-34, and then we met last year over in Centennial, and they beat us 70-39. We couldn't stop that running back they had over 300 yards, and he's playing college football now as a linebacker. So, but this is only the third time that we're meeting them. Bulldogs come in tonight looking to continue the winning ways. They're 2-0. Centennial's 1-1. They lost to Cleveland, which is the number one team in the state no matter classification, 55-42 the first week. Now, that's a good game with the number one team. And then last week they beat Atrisco Heritage pretty good. I think it was 41-0 at halftime, and then wound up, I think, 47-6.
Sure got a lot of players in that second half. But yeah, the first week they were number one, number two, right? Were they number two?
I don't remember.
They may not have been. In any case, great ball game.
Yeah, it was a great ball game. We're talking about the rankings coming in. According to Max Preps, all classifications. Cleveland's 2-0. They're ranked number one. Las Cruces is 2-0, ranked number two. La Cueva's 0-2, but they're ranked third in the state no matter classification. And then we got Centennial at number 4 at 1-1, and Artesia at number 5. The only 5A team in the top 10 right now, no matter classification. So you got number 4 and number 5 in the state, no matter classification, going at it right here at Bulldog Bowl tonight.
It's going to be a good one. We're going to have a lot of fireworks, I think. Their quarterback is a different style. Last year, their quarterback was also a linebacker. He was a big kid. He is playing D1 college football now on full ride. And he ran, and, you know, we just had a hard time with him. But the quarterback this year, another big, good-looking athlete. But I've been told, and I've looked at some stats, he's more of a thrower. So looking for Centennial to maybe open it up a little bit and throw the ball down the field. And, of course, the Bulldogs, we can do it all. We mix it up offensively, so we'll see what they choose to do. Centennial, in our only 2 games we played them, both times, they ran a lot of man-to-man coverage, and that hurt them, frankly. They did beat us bad last year, but we scored 40 points on them, 39, I think. But a lot of that was because of that man-to-man coverage. So we'll see how they decide to come out tonight and what they do. And here come the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Centennial, if you're listening on the radio, got their white jerseys and red pants on, red helmets. The Bulldogs got their black on black with the orange stripes as they're piling up in the Bulldog dog pile, the historic dog pile with all the kids and family around them down there. And now they'll break off. The kids will run in and tell them to have a good game.
And there's a big crowd here for the Bulldogs. Centennial has a pretty good little contingent, but the Bulldogs definitely has a big crowd. Got our band going live, and we got our cheerleaders going live. So just another great night for football, and pretty nice outside. My temperature gauge says 77. Slight breeze, but not much now. And just look at the sky.
I know.
Just look how beautiful it is.
Well, it was kind of drizzly, off and on all day. Never rained hard, just a drizzle. Nice and cool all day, about 80, 85 all day. And right now the sun's setting behind the press box, and you can see the sun on the other side of the Burns. But Man, it's a beautiful, beautiful night for football.
All right, so the Bulldogs lost the toss. Centennial won it. Did you already say that?
No.
Okay, Centennial won the toss, but deferred. So Bulldog offense will be first, and we'll see. I think they might challenge us on our kickoff return team, but then again, they may not. So we may see a squib, or we may see a. Actually, when I talked to Coach Knoll this week, he was our scout team coach, and he said that he anticipates some squibbing the ball, kind of hitting it hard, but not a true line, not a true onside, but just squib it up the middle. So we'll see how they come out and do as they're coming onto the field. The kickoff team for Centennial, and of course the Bulldogs kickoff return team getting ready to go out, being coached by Coach Montoya. He's the special teams coach for the Bulldogs.
The quarterback for Centennial, we talked about him a little bit, good-looking athlete. He's 23 completions on 38 attempts, 378 yards this year. He's averaging 189 yards passing in the first 2 games. So good thrower, and he can also run. We'll cover that when they come out first time on offense, but he's a dual threat.
No doubt about it. Bulldogs line up in their normal look on kickoff return. Centennial does 6 and 4. They line it up over on the right hash.
The quarterback's a kicker too, Luis Laboran.
And he also might be their punter. I mean, he might be one of those guys that does everything. All right, so both teams ready to go. Centennial going from the south to the north here in quarter number 1. The Bulldogs from the north to the south. The wind is just almost no wind. I can't get over how beautiful it is. God's glory is shining tonight, as it does every day, but what a beautiful night. All right, here comes the first kick. He is going to squib it up the middle. Hodling will get it, and he'll just take off with it, looking for a hole, and he's going to squeak through to about the 36-yard line before he's gang tackled.
So that's not an easy thing that Kel just did. That was a hard squib kick, just stayed on the ground. And he just got down with 2 hands, strong hands, picked it up, and then picked up what he could. So good job by Kel.
Yeah, he ended up with about 7 or 8 yards probably on the return. All right, so the offense coming out, and it will be in the backfield, Christian Pondo next to Derek Warner. Actually, he'll be in the shotgun, and then in the pistol will be Pondo. Looks like Parra is on the disabled list tonight, so we'll have a new running back in the ball game. 3-man front. They got 4 linebackers. Warren's looking to throw it down the field. He does. Boy, he was wide open, and he's going to the 40, to the 35, to 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Artesia.
That's Jack Byers from the left split in, just ran an in route, caught it, and then turned out, went left. Well, he actually, the coverage guy, he just got by him, then went left and outran everybody down the sideline. What a great first play.
And he's a big target. He ran that slant to perfection. They were playing him about 15 yards off in man-to-man coverage, Robbie. He was wide open, nobody near him, and then like you said, he just ran away from the corner and then broke to the left, and down the sidelines he goes, outrunning them all. Dominguez on for the extra point with 11:43 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs lead 6-0. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So, boy, what a way to start. Artesia 7, Centennial 0. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout. That looks fantastic. If they're going to leave us that wide open, they're going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925, we have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency.
Welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. The Artesia Bulldogs lead 7-0. Dominguez has it on the X in the middle of the field. Centennial back and ready to go. Here's the kickoff. Bulldogs have it. Down the field they go, but they can't advance it, I don't think. And getting that ball was number 34 on the little bloop kick. Perfectly done.
It was. The front 5 guys turned around and started running backwards, and the guy never knew the ball was coming right at him and hit the ground. Colt Bajeko picked it up and just headed down the field, but as you said, couldn't advance it. But Bulldog ball, what a way to start a game.
I mean, it just took a perfect bounce. He caught it on the run. If he could have scored, he would have, because he was going down the sideline. But it'll be Bulldog football on the Centennial 41.
Let's talk about the touchdown summary presented by Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you see Justin. Bulldogs scored on one play, covered 64 yards, touchdown pass to Byers from Warren. Kick was good. Bulldogs 7, Hawks 0, now Bulldog ball again.
Well, referees were visiting about the play, and but they've broken now, so we're ready to go. Bulldogs on the line at the 41-yard line of Centennial. Still a 3-down line look with 4 linebackers and 4 secondary folks. Going to bring a man in motion. He's asking him to come in, and he's going to bring his wide receiver in. Now they both can't be up on the line. Somebody's going to back up. Now somebody move up.
Oh, my gosh.
Man in motion is Fuentes. Snap is back. No, I think we're going to have a false start on the Bulldogs or delay a game.
So that looks like something new, right? There's only 3 down linemen. They walked one guy up. When we go to max protect, they usually walk a slot in to do that. But he had Eglin, the wide receiver, coming in, where it looked like a tight end spot. Fuentes went into the slot position, back off the line. I don't know, a lot of confusion on that.
There was, and Coach Maupin got a timeout called before the false start and before the delay of game. So the Bulldogs take their first timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 11:38 to go in the first quarter if you're just now joining us. We're just underway, but the Bulldogs already lead 7-0.
Yeah, Centennial in a 3 down linemen, 3 linebacker set. We see this quite a bit. It's a 3-3 with 2 outside linebackers that they'll move around a lot depending on our set and what we're doing or motion. So and the corners, as you said, we got about a 10-yard cushion on our wideouts, and the safeties are about 10 yards deep. So sitting back in zones right now.
So we are running a little bit of a flex here with our wideout in tight. Fuentes in the slot on the short side. Now he goes into motion. He's going to go all the way across. They do switch over. Going to turn, fake the handoff, pump it. He's got a man, and he's tackled in the backfield. So good job there rushing in by the defense.
Yeah, that play took a long time to develop. He pump faked out to the left and looked like he was looking. Well, he faked it running back first, then looked to the left, pump faked it, and then he was looking down the field. And number 5, Joseph Bitar, came in and made the sack. So good job by him.
All right, we're going to come back out in a more standard look, A formation, a slot and wide at either side. Ball on the right hash as the Bulldogs going from the north to the south. Pondo in the backfield in the pistol. Snap is back, goes through the hands, but he gathers it back in. Now he's going to throw it over. It's going to be caught all the way out to about the 36-yard line, depending on the spot. It'll be the 3rd down from there.
Well, they're just rushing 3, and we got 5 linemen, but number 44, Luke Matherly, got by our lineman and was right in Derek's face as he let go of that ball. So it was a quick release, good catch by Eglin, but we got to handle number 44.
All right, so it brings up a 3rd down and 5 as the Bulldogs are now on the 36-yard line of Centennial. Plenty of time on the play clock as we're down to 30 seconds now. 7-0 Bulldogs, 10:59 to go here in the first quarter. And we got an empty backfield. Trips to the near side, which is the short side of the field. Looks like they're going to try to bring somebody off the edge. It's Centennial. But now Centennial saying they're going to call a different play. Snap is back. They do bring a rush. They're going to throw it over the middle. Hodling catches it, and that's going to be a 1st down at the 30-yard line.
Good read by Derek. They did bring the linebacker off the edge, so it was a quick read. He kind of side on that between all the linemen. Good catch by Kell and all that traffic. That's usually with an empty backfield, teams will bring a guy like that to force us to throw it quickly.
And a good thing there, and I was watching Cale and Derek talk.
Yes.
And Cale was pointing at him saying, I'm fixing to go right where he's leaving. He's not going to cover me. I'm going to be wide open. And he was. And a good read there by Derek to find that. Trips to the wide side this time. 1 receiver to the bottom. Snap is back. Going to turn. Hand it off. Bounced outside. Now spins inside. And he's going to get about 1 yard out of it. That's Pondo.
We got Roswell and Hobbs playing tonight. And in the first quarter, Hobbs leads 7-0 over Roswell right now.
All right, so 2nd and 9 here as the Bulldogs break the huddle. 10:02 and counting. First quarter, ball near the near hash. Back to an A formation look. Slot and a wide out on either side. Pondo behind Warren in the shotgun, so the pistol look. They got up like they're going to bring a blitz. Snap is back. He is going to just turn and throw it. It's going to be caught over there. Ball comes out. Did he call it a catch? He did not. so it'll be an incompletion.
Well, that's a great play, is that ball was quickly thrown out route over here to Eglin, and number 22 came in and hit him right as the ball got there, Gavin Woods, and they knocked the ball loose.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a catch. It looked like he made a football move, but it's not called incomplete, so that works out for the Bulldogs perfectly, as the official will recenter the ball back where it was at, so near the near hash, but kind of split between the middle and the near. Slotting wide out either side. They don't look like they're going to bring a blitz this time, but we'll see. Now Derek calling a switch on the play. Now that corner backing way off, he could throw that slant again. He's going to go deep. That ball is going to be perfectly thrown. That's a touchdown, Artesia.
That's Jack Myers again out there, one-on-one on the corner, number 33, Amari Holloway. And, it's almost not fair, Joby. Amari looks about 5'7", Jack's 6'4". Derek took advantage of that, threw it high in the air. Jack went up high like he's getting a rebound, brought it down in the end zone for another Bulldog touchdown.
13-0, 9:37 to go here in the first quarter. Centennial has not touched the ball yet, as their offense didn't get a chance. That little bloop on the onside, Bulldogs got it easily after the first touchdown. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. And the kick is wide. They haven't told us yet. Good. Okay, we're going to take a break. I never saw them put their hands up, but 14-0, 9:37 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000 and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
This touchdown summary is brought to you by Raul Rodriguez at Artesia Ford Sales. Go see Raul tomorrow for a great deal. Bulldogs took 6 plays to go 41 yards. 30-yard touchdown pass from Warren Myers. Kick was good. The Bulldogs 14, the Hawks 0 with 9:37 left in the first quarter.
Sometimes when you get this kind of a lead early, Robbie, it's easy to relax. Hopefully the Bulldogs just keep pouring it on. There's a lot of game left.
No doubt.
All right, so Coach Maupin was getting an explanation about something, and now the officials will move over to the sidelines.
Who's Goddard playing? So Goddard is leading Albuquerque Valley 6-0 with 8:29 left in the first quarter.
Here comes a kick from Dominguez, and he's going to little blooper again. It's going to hit the ground. It's caught this time, or bounce off the bounce, number 7 with it. He'll spin into a tackle, and a host of Bulldogs will stand him up at about the 38-yard line.
So Benitez did a good job that time. Off that bounce, fielded it cleanly, and then, got hit by about 4 Bulldogs.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. The ball will be placed at the 38-yard line, I think. I'm watching the guy on the other side. He's got him at 39. The guy on this side has him at the 38. We'll see which way he looks. He's looking to the umpire or the referee on the near side. So it'll be, he's moving forward to the 39. So that's where it'll be, because he moved up with the other guy.
Well, the yard marker was at the
39. I know
that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He had already set it over there.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10. They're kind of in a bunch set here up on the line of scrimmage. You got a running back to the right of the quarterback. Man in motion is number 11. Going to turn and hand it off. Trying to go somewhere, and he runs into a wall and just push forward maybe for 3 yards.
The running back is number 2, Dalen Ramirez. He comes in tonight with 18 carries on the season, 213 yards. He's averaging 11 yards a carry, 106 yards a game. So he picked up, 3 yards there. Good job by the Bulldog defensive line. They got a little bit of a push on them, but they held their ground.
All right, so they got a trip set now out to the wide side of the field, right side. As the quarterback, LeBorin, has his running back, Ramirez, to his right. He's going to turn and throw it out there, a screen, and get around that corner and go down the sideline for a good pickup. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
Andrew Sandoval, number 12, just steps back, waits for the pass, gets a couple blocks out there, heads down the field. Miguel Soto made the tackle, but not before he picked up the first down.
And we'll see how the Bulldogs react to that. They had us outnumbered big time. We didn't adjust at all to that trips, and so we'll see if we do in the future, because that was a pretty easy play for Centennial. All right, They got a set of twins out here on the left side, wide side of the field, running back to the left of LeBourne in the backfield. He is in the shotgun. X-back on the other side. It's going to go direct snap to the running back, Ramirez. Picks his way through, and he breaks a tackle. He's going down the side and chasing him down and swinging at him, but not getting him down was the Bulldogs, and that'll be a touchdown, Centennial.
Yeah, that's Ramirez again. He just got a convoy in front of him. It's kind of a wildcat, took the direct snap, and got behind his blockers on that right side, found a lane, and showed good speed going down the sideline as Campbell tried to get him, and he couldn't.
Charlie did take a good swipe at the ball. You know, it's question. You just never know, because if he gets that ball and makes him turn it over, but then again, he wasn't able to make the tackle maybe because of that. But a good effort by the Bulldogs, but a better effort by the running back, Ramirez. Kicker on to do the kicking is number 15. Hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:12 to go here in the first quarter, we've already had a number of kickoffs. 14-7 is our score. We'll be right back.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-28. Visit us at jjhc.org.
Scoring summary for the Centennial Hawks. They took 3 plays to go 61 yards, 46-yard touchdown run by Ramirez. Kick was good. Bulldogs 14, Hawks 7, 8:12 left in the first quarter.
All right, we'll see what the Hawks do here. If they do that hard squib kick up the middle again, or if they try to onside it, if they kick it deep. Number 1, their quarterback, Ruiz LeBourne, on to do the kicking. And here comes the kick. He's going to squib it over to the left side. Bulldogs run open. It goes through the hands of the up back. So he'll just pick it up and go down the right side, and then we're going to have a flag come in. Actually, 2 sets of flags come in. We'll see what those are.
Jack Fuentes fielding that. We talked about it. That football's tough to field when it's bouncing everywhere, so he did a good job of finally getting it, heading down the field, but probably a couple penalties against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they were going to run the starburst, it looked like, but because of that wobble, that ball doing what it did, he just was able to gather it up and take off.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, Joby. I mean, we're up 14-0 real quick there, but there's a lot of football left. Centennial lost to Cleveland that first week, 55-42. They can score, and Cleveland's best team in the state right now, ranked number 1 in the state in 6A in all classifications, so they can score points. As we just saw, they took 3 plays.
All right, so there were 2 flags on the Bulldogs. The first was holding. They declined that. The second, illegal block. They take that one, so it moves us back 10. We're at our own 16-yard line. Trips to the wide side, which is the left side. 1 receiver to the near side. Pondo in behind Warren in the pistol. They look like they're going to bring pressure, which they do. Going to throw it out to the right side. Good blocking out there as Fuentes goes through a couple of guys, and he'll pick up about 7 yards.
It's actually Sawyer Whitehead that made that catch. And what we're doing, that quick passing game, that counters the blitz package, and that 3-3 defense, they'll walk a linebacker up from anywhere. You never know where they're coming from. One walked up, backed out, and the outside came that time. So we're just countering what they're trying to do.
All right, so the Bulldogs go back to to their more standard base offense, a slot and a wide out on either side. Pondo in behind Warren in the shotgun in the pistol formation. Wide side of the field to the right. Ball on the far hash. Snap is back. Turn, hand it off. Trying to bounce outside. Now cut back in. Behind blocking. Good run there by Pondo. Pickup of about maybe 8 or 9 or 10. First down, Artesia.
And that was a great job by the offensive line. They got the 3 down linemen blocked, and the open lineman went and got the linebackers. And so just a good job. Good job of running by Pondo, but great job by the line.
And we've got a pretty big offensive line. You know, we lost everybody last year, so pretty new line, but they're big kids.
And I love establishing the run there.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line for Artesia, 7:02 and counting in the first quarter. We're going to have a slot and a wide out either side. Pondo in the pistol formation. Warren takes a look over the defense. Snap is back, looking to throw. They're going to bring a lot of people. We're going to have an out route run over here or just a simple stop and turn back, and it's going to be a pickup of about 7, maybe 8 yards.
Yeah, with that cushion, that's going to be there all night, and we're taking advantage of it. Again, a linebacker came off the edge, and I got to give Pondo credit. They faked the ball to him, then he slid out there and got the block on that blitzing linebacker.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 from the Bulldog 39-yard line. I said 2nd down and 7. We picked up 7. 2nd down and 3. My brain worked too much there. All right, a slot and a wide out either side, A formation, except that we've got that running back in the pistol, which has been our kind of our new formation this year. We're going to run a screen. It's going to be caught and then hit immediately by number 9. So we got nothing out of that. Boy, that could have been trouble. Luckily, he held on.
Yeah, I got it to Pondo out there. The problem is the linemen, when they came and they slid out, there was Hawks already underneath them. It's not like they just ran by them. They were underneath them, and Pondo turned right into them. So that was a good job by the defense.
Yeah, it was a good read by number 9, one of the linebackers. He saw it and got in there, as you said, and popped him right when he got there.
Hobbs 14, Roswell 0.
All right, so 3rd down and 3. Actually, we lost a yard. 3rd and 1, 2. Yeah, it's still 3. 3rd and 3. They're looking like they're going to bring the house. Going to bring in Hodling on the right side to max protect. Warren taking a look over. Snap is back. They do bring him. He's going to throw it out, and that's going to be incomplete. But, boy, looked like maybe they're early, but no call. So it'll be 4th down and 3 for the Bulldogs at the 39-yard line. We'll see what Coach does here. Would not shock me to go for it, but he's going to bring out the punting team.
Yeah, trying to get it to Whitehead out there, and number 11 for the Hawks. Vita did a good job timing that, coming over the top with his left hand. So good defense.
Yeah, Anthony Villa, one of those guys that they're looking to be strong in their secondary, and he made a good play that time. All right, the Bulldogs kind of looking like they're not sure where to go. But they're there now. And we have a slot and a wide out on either side in our punt formation, so they got to cover us there. And then going in motion is Fuentes. Snap is back, and we're going to call it an illegal move forward. Boy, he got a good punt away, but that's going to back us up 5. Illegal motion.
Did Jet go? I wasn't watching him. He go towards the line of scrimmage early? Okay.
Yes, he did.
It's tough when you're running away. When you're running away from the ball, you got to watch the outside receivers. And when they go, then you turn up the field.
Yeah. So that'll back us up 5. It'll be 4th again, so we'll stay on in the punt. I'm sure that bringing a man in motion is setting something up for later on in the year. Snap is back. Here's the punt. Gets a high punt away. Bulldogs takes a Bulldog bounce and then catching it. Probably might have should have let that bounce again. But a good job by Bulldog cover team. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 36 for the Centennial Hawks.
So first stop for the Hawks. Bulldogs score on first 2 possessions. They hold us that time. And they come out and score on their 1 possession. So Bulldog defense needs to match that right here. The Hawks are going to go down and tie it up. So need a good defensive stand.
Hawks onto the field after they huddle on the sideline. Bulldogs defense out there already. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Ball near the far hash. They got a wide receiver and a slot on this side. They got them on the other side too, kind of stacked in close. LeBourne brings a man in motion, snap back. Looking down the field to throw it, looking to go deep. He is going to go deep, and the man's wide open, but he overthrew him. Boy, Bulldogs got beat deep that time.
Yeah, number 10 didn't have anybody within 5, 6, 7 yards of him, and that's Lowther. Good speed down the field. Rodriguez for the Bulldogs, I believe it was Beza, was chasing him, so he got behind our safeties.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. He had 2 receivers going deep, and both of them were open. The one he threw to was wide open. All right, so he's got a sniffer back on the right side, like they're going to run out of that. Does LeBourne. He turns, hands it off. Bulldogs were there, and then, that might be a hold. If they call it, they did not. Down the field he goes. He's going to be caught up from behind and tackled from behind, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the long run by Ramirez.
Yeah, just come around that left side. They sealed it off perfect. He just came around. Nobody was even with him, and then he took off down the field. And it's a good job by number 52 for the Bulldogs, Marco Soto, to make the touchdown-saving tackle.
1st and 10 at the Bulldog 24-yard line. Ball in the near hash as the Hawks will put trips out to the wide side. They've got a tight end on the near side. Running back to the left of LeBourne is Ramirez in the shotgun. Snap back. LeBourne will look to throw the ball. Looking. Going to throw it deep route, and it's going to be a little overthrown. He was wide open once again. Kind of turned our DB around out there on an outcut.
Andrew Sandoval. He's running straight at the DB, makes a move inside, gets the DB to turn his hips inside, and then he breaks outside. And the DB has to totally turn around, so that separates you. He was wide open, just overthrown.
2nd down and 10 at the Bulldog 24-yard line as they break the huddle. Going to have that sniffer back again. They've been pretty proficient out of that with their running back. 2 plays, both of them going long. Brings a man in motion. Snap is back. Going to hand it to him. So they got us outnumbered on the right side. There is a flag in the back side there. And he is tripped up over there after a pickup of maybe 2, but we do have a flag back where maybe it's holding.
Handed off to Cole Alons, going from left to right. He got behind his blockers. Our corner did a great job of taking out 2 blockers that were leading the way. And then I think number 55 got in there, and that's Ontiveros make the tackle.
So it is a hold. It'll be against the Hawks. It'll remain 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down and 20. With 4:49 to go here in the first quarter, 14-7 Artesia, but Centennial trying to knock on the door again as they're on the Bulldogs half of the field after getting their first defensive stop and forcing a punt.
Yeah, you look at it, it's interesting. We got 3 down linemen, nose guard and 2 linemen in the A gap or inside, and they tried to go up the middle of the first play and we stuffed it. Every play since then, running play has been outside because we got those 3 linemen right there.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Yes.
All right. They got a slot and a wide out on the far side, but an X-back on that side as well. Ramirez in the backfield going to fake the pitch. Now looking to run the ball is LeBourne, and he's got room. He's going to get down inside the 25-yard line, mark him down, I think, at about the 21.
We talked about as he's a dual threat. He can throw the ball, and we've seen that already tonight. But he's got 20 carries on the year for 148 yards. He's averaging 7 yards a carry and 74 yards rushing a game. So with 189 yards passing a game and 74, he himself is accounting for about 250 yards of offense for them.
He just got 14 yards on that carry, so it brings up a much more manageable 3rd down. 3rd down and 7 from the Bulldogs' 21-yard line. I know it's probably 4-down territory. He's got a back on either side, a wide out to the far side, and a tight end on both sides. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs had him there, but then he gets outside. But a great job by the Bulldog that was there at the first, and then he goes around his block and makes a tackle.
Well, our end did a great job of getting some depth and slowed him down. He had to cut inside that block, and then Villa came flying from his linebacker position, made a great tackle on him because he had nothing but green grass if Villa didn't get him.
So they'll bring up 4th down. He did pick up 1 yard, 4th and 6, and we'll see if they line up to, nope, they're going to go ahead and line up and run a play. A slot and a wide out to the near side, which is the wide side of the ball. Same thing on this. They've got them inverted, so their inside guy is up on the line. He's trying to draw us off sides. Now he'll turn over and look at the coaches on the sideline. Play clock down to 6, and they're going to call a timeout right here. And again, I think we will keep it right here, Robbie, with the way the high scoring's been going early here in the first half. 3:48 to go on the game clock.
A couple of scoring updates. Again, Hobbs leading Roswell 14-0 in the first quarter. And Josh will get the Goddard score for us again. Boy, it's a big 4th down, Joby. Bulldogs need to make that stand here and get the ball back on on the downs.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah,
that's what we'd like to see.
That's what I was trying to say.
Right. And then they line up and kick a field goal or attempt.
Goddard 6. Albuquerque Valley 7 with 1:57 left in the first quarter.
Valley wearing black? Is that what that is? It looked blue, or they're wearing white.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're wearing white. I looked at it wrong. That was Goddard blue. All right, so the timeout is expired. The teams are coming back out. Bulldog defense was already ready. All right, they're going to go pretty tight formation right here.
I would too. I'd run outside.
And they got that sniffer back on the right side, which is the short side of the field. The running back is in the pistol behind the quarterback, LeBourne. That's Ramirez. Snap is back. Turn, fake the handoff to him. Around the corner he goes. Number 11's got a highway to the touchdown.
So that's just a great call. They fake it to Ramirez up the middle. Number 11 comes Anthony Villa from left to right, hands it to him, had a lineman out in front of him, and the lineman had no one to block. The Bulldogs sold out to stop Ramirez, and he went around the corner for the touchdown.
14-13, 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Lining up for the extra point are the Centennial Hawks on a beautiful evening here at Bulldog Bowl. Great crowd here for the Bulldogs, as always. Waiting for the snap. It is back, holds it down good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So 3:40 to go, 14-14. Centennial has fired back. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Centennial Hawks took 7 plays, go 64 yards. 20-yard touchdown run by Veal. Kick was good by Pickett, sorry. We're tied up 14-14, 3:40 in the first quarter left.
And we just got an update. Hobbs takes a 20-0 lead still in the first quarter over the Roswell Coyotes. They're on to do the kicking. Let's see what they do with it this time. Here comes the kick from LeBourne. Kick that split kick right up the middle. Hodling's going to turn. They're going to run the starburst and running around the right side with a lot of room, and then finally shoved out of bounds was Pondo.
Yeah, Pondo, boy, it took a long time for him to come from that right side to by Hodling to give him the ball, but everybody kind of sucked in the middle on that. He was trying to get around the corner, but it was a good job by number 7, Benitez, to force him out of bounds, or that might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, he's the only one that stayed in his lane. You're right, they kind of all surged into the middle. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on their near hash at their own 40-yard line. Bulldogs offense wants to go back up right here, get another touchdown. Going to run a tight formation on the left side. Trips and one receiver to the short side of the field. Pondo behind Warren in the pistol. Snap is back. They're going to run a little end around and getting around the corner and then trying to cut back in. Pickup of about 4 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Centennial did a good job staying home on that, getting it to Fuentes coming around that right side. And Jacob Bermudez makes the tackle and forces him out of bounds.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 6 at the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs as Warren gets the play and goes into the huddle. Break the huddle, and we'll see where we go here. We're going to have a slot and a wide out either side. Pistol formation. Pondo behind Warren in the backfield. Ball in the near hash, going from the north to the south. 2:55 and counting here in the first quarter. Snap is back. They bring a bunch. We're going to throw that out slant again, and a great job making the play. Boy, he got there early, but didn't matter. Bulldog receiver brings it in.
Yeah, Jack's just big body, strong. Used it that time to shield off the defender, number 33, Holloway. But I tell you what, Holloway's lining up inside of him now, to try to take away that slant, so he was there quicker this time. So what we'll see next time is Jack to give a move on the inside and go deep.
All right, so 1st and 10. We're now on the Centennial side of things. Ball in the far hash. By the way, Warren threw that ball a long ways. That was a good throw. He was on the near hash. He throws it all the way across.
The linebacker coming right in his face.
Yep. 1st and 10, a formation with the running back Pondo in the backfield behind Warren in the pistol. We're going to bring in Fuentes to max protect on the right side. Snap is back. Pump fakes it. He's going to do that out and up with the Bulldogs. That's caught. Big first down. No penalty flags down.
Well, we haven't found a team yet that can match up with Byers and Eglin as our wideouts. I mean, that's right side just to go around to Eglin. Great job by the line because that takes a long time to develop. He laid it up and let Eglin just run right under it. So good throw, good protection, great catch by Eglin.
And I tell you what Eglin had to do. 22 realized he was going to get by him on that end step, and he kind of pushed him, held him for a minute, but a great job fighting through it. Good pass and a good touchdown. A formation. Pondo ready. It wasn't a touchdown, but a good first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line, so we can get a first down as he brings in a max protect on the right side once again. Snap is back. They bring the house. He's going to throw it. Oh, and they misread over there as Hodling went in and Warren threw it out, so incomplete.
Boy, Centennial selling out that time. All the linebackers were coming. There was full bring the house, and Derek just stood his ground in there. We did a good job of picking it all up and giving him time to make that throw. Just a miscommunication, but good job on the line again.
Second down and 10 at the 11-yard line. 1:37 to go in the first quarter. 14-14 is our score if you just joined us. Slot and a wide out, really split out wide over on the left side, which is the wide side of the field. They look like they're going to bring it all again. Turn, fake the handoff. He throws it, and it's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Boy, he tried to throw a sidearm around him, but it was knocked down.
Yeah, fakes that handoff and turns to his right, tries to sidearm it out there real quick, but the defensive line got so much penetration so quickly, they were able to knock that ball down, and that was number 91, Fernando Cardorzano. So good play by him.
Third down and 10 at the 11-yard line for the Bulldogs. 1:33 to go in the first quarter. A formation look once again, but this time really tight in there is Sawyer Whitehead. Snap is back. They bring the house again. He pumps it. He's going to throw it into the corner, and it's going to be way over the head of Hodling, who was back there. But threw it on a rope and about 10 foot high.
Yeah, you want to see that one laid up in the air more and give Hodling a chance just to out-jump the defender, and he put that on the line. So I think he felt the pressure, too, so he didn't have time to just kind of lay it up there.
I really thought they might go an out route over on the left side. They brought Whitehead right in, and that linebacker came on a blitz. But all right, so we're on to do a field goal attempt. Last week we saw Dominguez hit a long one, 47-yarder. And I looked. Greathouse had a couple over 50, which are in the record books. But snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick looked good, Robbie, and it was. So 17-14, Artesia. 1:24 to go here in the first quarter. Good drive, ends up in a field goal. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, Artesia. We're having a fifth quarter on September 5th from 9:30 to 11:30 p.m. right after the Centennial football game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. We're going to have Gaga Ball, inflatables, free food, quenched, snow cones, a foam pit, and cash prizes. So bring your friends. We're going to have a great time in our parking lot.
This is an event for 6th through 12th graders only. So invite the students, come out to our east parking lot, and we'll see you there September 5th.
Faith Baptist Church, Artesia.
Bulldog scoring summary brought to you by Kerry Connor with Artesia Ford Sales. Your store win a deal. If you visit with Perry tomorrow, be sure to ask about Artesia Ford's mobile service. That drive took 7 plays, covered 49 yards, 28-yard field goal by Dominguez. The kick was good. Bulldogs 17, Centennial 14, 1:24, still in the first quarter.
Yeah, it feels like it's been longer than that, but when you score a lot, which we've had 5 scores now in the first quarter, 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal, it just takes a lot of time because you got to set up for kickoffs and such. All right, so on to do the kicking. Dominguez, who just kicked that field goal. Bulldogs go 5 on each side, put it up in the middle on the X. Here comes the kick. He is going to punch it down the field this time on the right side. Going to have to go back. Ball's on the ground, and we got it. I think, nope, number 11 did get it, and then a penalty flag comes in.
Well, one of their we had a guy running down the sideline. It looked like he was going to be able to get it. One of the defenders just wrapped him up and tackled him out of bounds. So, I mean, that's a good job by him because now if they get the ball, it's still Centennial ball. So, because that Bulldog was going to get the ball, and I didn't get his number, but boy, just a great kick again by Dominguez.
Really was. It drove number 7 back. He was too close, so he put it right in between him and the far back. And like I thought the Bulldogs were going to get it, but you're right. There is a penalty flag, and I think that you called it. It's going to be on Centennial. Personal foul on Centennial. That'll back them up 15 yards. The ball was at the 24, I think, so I'll put them back. Or was it on the 25?
We'll see if what adjustments, if you don't know, the defense will meet on the sideline and make adjustments while the offense is on the field. The offense is doing that right now while the defense is on the field, so you get to make a lot of in-game adjustments. They're beating us outside the tackles right now in the running game, so we'll see what adjustments the defense makes.
All right, Ramirez to the right of LeBourne in the backfield. They got a wide receiver on either side. Tight end on that's a false start, and they saw it.
Yeah.
Tight end on the left side, lean forward.
And he's
looking like I didn't move.
I know, he's looking at his tackle like, what are they calling? What's going on? So the Bulldogs they've gone to 3 linemen, defensive linemen, and a host of linebackers about 5 yards deep. So that is the adjustment so far.
All right, right back on it. Same formation, double tight with a slot on either side. The snap is back and the turn to hand it off. Bulldogs were there in the backfield, but he gets around on a move, and he's down the field, still on his feet as he spun away from the would-be tackler and picks up all the yards needed, gets about 16, 1st and 10.
I tell you what, Ramirez is fast. He's quick. And he's fast because he headed up the middle, nothing there, planted that left foot, and he was around the right corner before the Bulldogs knew it.
Yeah. So it's 1st and 10. He picked up 16 after being backed up to a 1st and 15. He picks up 16, 1st and 10, 1:13 to go here in the first quarter. Centennial ball. Ball on the right hash for them as they go from the south to the north. They're going to have a slot and a wide out to the wide side, which is near us. They're going to have a slot and a wide out to the other side as well, as there's some delay here.
And I'll just say the Bulldogs did a good job because they were trying to come left tackle on that, and they stuffed it in the middle. And so when he bounces outside like that, whoever's on that backside has got to stay home. They got sucked into that traffic there in the middle.
They're telling our band they can't play.
Oh, don't you love it? Hobbs 20, Roswell 7 in the second quarter.
Or I saw a coach walk over to the band. We'll see if that's what they're saying. There was a stoppage. I couldn't figure out what the Whitehead was doing, but apparently that's what it was. All right, they've got them inverted. Slot and a wide out on either side. Quarterback is looking to throw. The Bulldogs bring a bunch of people, and then they throw what we did. It was wide open, just like it was for us. Big pickup, another 16 yards.
Yeah, I just ran a slant route to number 4, Alon's, and covering for the Bulldogs was Melendez, but he got inside of Melendez, caught it, and Melendez had to chase him down.
Well, he was playing way back. It looked just like what we did against them because we brought the house. They brought it against us. We were wide open. They were wide open as well. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line and 2 big plays as they started back at their 10 after the 5-yard false start. Sniffer back on the left side this time to bring him in motion. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs played it right there. He's still going to squirt 2 and get a yard. I really thought we had him for a yard loss, but he's good.
He is good. I'm waiting to see our nose guard. Row number 99 for the Bulldogs. He did a great job that play. That's Aguilar. He just shed that center, and he was in the backfield right when Ramirez got the ball.
It looks like Coach Campos is saying, let's just go in. Let's take a break here. And with 14 seconds, there's 19 on the play clock, so they don't have to run a play. I don't know why they're all standing out there like that. Might as well just go to the other end of the field. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second, and now it's the end of the first quarter, so we'll go ahead and take the end of the first quarter break as well. It'll be 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9 at their own 41-yard line when we come back here on KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7, KSVPTV.com. We're also on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back. It's 17-14, Bulldogs.
Hey, Bulldog athletics and fans, ready to fuel up after the big game? Schlotzsky's in Artesia has the mouth-watering favorites you crave. From our bold sandwiches stacked high to crisp, fresh salads, piping hot pizzas, and fully loaded calzones. There's something for every Bulldog appetite. So whether you're gearing up to play or cheering from the stands, power your Bulldog pride with flavor that always wins. Schlotzsky's Artesia, fueling Bulldog athletes and fans one bite at a time.
All right, 2nd down and 9. They flop in. Centennial now going from north and south. A little bit of breeze out of the south and east. LeBourne takes a snap, turns, fakes the handoff. Bulldogs looking to put some pressure. He's going to roll out to his left, and he hits the receiver out there. Nice tackle, but a pickup of about 14.
Number 6 lined up on the right, and that's Sanchez. Came all the way across the formation. They had no pressure at all. Just kept his eyes down the field. He broke free, threw it to him. He ran right into number 29, and that's Melendez over there, who had that great hit you talked about. But, boy, he had all day to throw.
1st and 10 at the Bulldog 46-yard line. Ball on the far hash. They've got a running back on either side of LeBourne in the backfield shotgun. They got a tight end on either side. Snap is back. They're going to turn and hand it off, bouncing it outside with a lot of green grass. 35 to the 30. Then he's going to be come up and tackled. Good open field tackle out there by the Bulldogs, but another massive pickup of 14.
It's a great open field tackle by McNeil as he got off the receiver trying to block him. But I tell you what, Villa came up his outside linebacker position. He's got contained, and he came up well, but he was too tight in there. And Ramirez just bounced outside him and kept going. So our linebackers need to get out wider to cut him inside.
Yeah, get it to the backside pressure.
Yep.
11-12 and counting here in the first half. Bulldogs lead by 3, 17-14, and it's now 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the Bulldog 31-yard line. Ball in the near hash. They got a slot and a wide out, inverted out to the left, the wide side of the field. X-back on the right. Tight end covered up on that side. Ball was snapped to the running back. It gets by him. Bulldogs have a ton. They're not going to get by that. Bulldogs were all over him in the backfield.
Well, I would tell you 55 and 52, and that's Marco Soto and Ontiveros were the two that were there first, but there was 4 or 5 other Bulldogs right behind them.
Snap was a little bit hard and to the right. It was a direct snap to the running back, number 2, Dalen Ramirez, but he couldn't handle it, and that's a big loss of almost 20, 19-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and a bunch for the Hawks. They're going to have a slot and a wide out on either side. Ball in the near hash. Ramirez is going to line up to the right of LeBourne in the backfield. Now he brings a man in motion to the short side of the field. So they got the 3 receivers over here. Fake the handoff. Going to throw a little bubble screen. Great job. They're getting off the block, and the Bulldogs stuff it for a 2-yard loss.
That's a great job by Tutu McNeil. The receiver's job is to block him. He shucked that receiver, came in and made the first hit on him, and he couldn't go anywhere. So they lost 2 on the play, Joby.
This is a big play for the Bulldogs. It's all the way back at the 47. The Hawks got to get to the Bulldog 21. And you don't want to give up this kind of a – we don't want to give up much. We don't want to attempt them to go for it.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 26.
Yeah, so right here, let's see what the Bulldog defense can do. Rise up to the challenge as they've got a tight end on this right side with an X-back. They've got a slot and a wide out stacked over on the left, which is the wide side. Fakes the quick pitch, looking to throw. Here comes a Bulldog. It's going to be thrown out there. Caught! And driven forward, so there it is. They pick up about 20 yards to make up a manageable 4th down inside the Bulldog 30.
Well, Bulldogs dropping into zone coverage, and number 4, Cole Allen, he just finds that open spot, and LeBourne does a good job of getting rid of it as he got hit by a Bulldog as soon as he released it, but that was a great play.
Well, it took a long time to develop for number 4 to get over there, and we finally, as you said, somebody comes squirting through because he had a ton of time at the beginning of the play. All right, they're going for it. Bulldog fans cheering loud. 4th and 9 at the Bulldog 30. Snap is back. LeBourne looking to throw. Might have been a hold right there. He's wide open. That's going to be a 1st down and maybe a touchdown, and it is.
So what they're doing is we got a safety on the hash mark and a linebacker in the flat, and they're running the receivers on a sideline route that just hits a zone right there that's wide open. I mean, that's just something they picked up on film, and they're taking advantage of it. It's number 12 made that catch, Sandoval, and went in for the touchdown.
Boy, Robbie, we had them 3rd and 20-something.
26.
26, get them 4th and 9, and they get a touchdown.
Yep.
20-17, 8:40 to go in the first half. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. Kick is good. So the score 21-17, Centennial with 8:40 to go here in the first half.
Hey, Artesia, gear up in style at Bulldog Outfitters. Your all things Bulldogs. Under new ownership, Bulldog Outfitters has got you covered. Show your Artesia pride with gear that stands out, from t-shirts to hats and everything in between. Our team can make your ideas come to life. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4:30 at 1409 West Main in Artesia. Custom orders? Call 575-736-4951. Support local and let's go Bulldogs.
Centennial Hawks took 9 plays to go 92 yards. 30-yard touchdown pass from LeBourne to Sandoval. Kick was good. Centennial now leads 21-17 with 8:40 left in the second quarter.
All right, so the Hawks will come out. They'll put the ball split between the X and the right hash. They'll go 6 on one side, 4 on the other. They've kicked the squib or something similar every kickoff that they've done.
Goddard 18, Albuquerque High 7 with 7:30 left in the second quarter.
Is it Albuquerque High or Valley?
Well, it's AHS.
Yeah, so that's not Valley.
It's Albuquerque High, I think.
Here comes the kick, and these offsides. Did they call it? Yeah, they did call it. So that'll bring it back, scoot them back 5 yards. So who is it, Valley or Albuquerque High? But we have AHS on the score ticker. So offsides on the kickoff team. That'll move them back 5. They did a direct onside kick that time. Kicked it pretty hard, and the up front guys let it go through like they're supposed to.
It was interesting. They had 2 guys running at the ball, right? So one could kick it right or one could kick it left, and trying to fool the Bulldogs.
So moves them back to the 35, and LeBourne will tee it up. 8:39 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs down by 4, 21-17. And here comes the kick. He's going to do the same thing. It's an onside-er. Coming up on it was Hodling, and he's just going to dive on it as it skipped away from him. And then he's hit right on top of it, and they are going to throw the 15-yarder.
Yeah, Kale dove on the ground, had the ball rolled over, and then the defender dove on top of him. So you're down once you're on the ground in high school. You can't dive on somebody on the ground.
So that'll be a 15-yarder. Put them up. That'll put them over to the Centennial side of things as they're on the 37-yard line, and now march it forward on the personal foul.
Good job by Hodling. Tried to get it on that first, scoop and missed it. Went off to his right, so he just dove after it to secure that football.
Yeah, it looked like I thought he was going to scoop it up and go, but you're right. It took a weird, just straight right hop on him, so he was able to dive over on it. All right, so it is on the Centennial side of things. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, 47-yard line of Centennial. They're going to run this little tight set again on the left side. We ran the ball out of that last time. We're going to do it again, pitch it out here. Pondo looking to get up the field. He will all the way down to about the 42-yard line.
Ran it to the bunch side, got the wide receiver in 2 slots blocking for him out front, showing some pretty good speed, getting out to the left. Gavin Woods makes the tackle for the Hawks.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 with 8:15 and counting to go here in the first half. Bulldogs 17, the Hawks 21. Going to go that bunch set again on the right side. That is the wide side of the field. Pondo behind Warren in the backfield in the pistol formation. Now they're going to bring Byers down to tight on the left side. So we're really bunched in there. Snap is back. They bring a bunch of people. Warren's going to get hit from behind and drug down. And I don't know why they were blowing the whistle so soon, but or at least I thought I heard a whistle.
Number 91, Fernando Carranza. I can't do it. Carranza. Number 91. Anyway, came from the backside, ran him down from the back. But it was interesting, Joby, in that bunch set, every defender, all 11 defensive guys were within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it didn't help us any the way we were bunched in there. They came on a blitz, and we didn't have nowhere to go. 3rd down and 9 after the loss of 4. They're going to bring in a man to block on the right side, and Fuentes. Snap is back with 1 second to go. He's going to throw it down the field. It's going to be, that might have been a holding. They did not throw it. I hear some groans from the fans. Look at them. But that's going to bring up 4th down and 9 from the 46-yard line.
That's tough. Byers over here ran that out route and threw the ball, and it was inside. So he tried to turn and go towards the ball, and the defender had him around the waist and wouldn't let him go anywhere to go after the ball. No call, but he definitely held him.
I was looking straight down at our fans, and I saw a whole lot of this, hands coming up, and heard it through our mics out there. But to no avail. 4th down and 9, ball in the middle of the field, A formation look. They got 3 guys deep. Boy, way off of Hodling. If he just throws a hot route, it should be able to get the 1st down. Now they're running the guy over to him, their linebacker, and we're going to call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock. So I think we'll go ahead and keep it here again, Robbie. 7:02 to go, and I said this after we got 2 quick scores. A long game in front of us, and now, of course, we're down by 4.
Yeah, Centennial's a good team. We talked about it. They come in number 4 of all classifications in the state of New Mexico. So Bulldogs are playing a really good 6A team. They're talented. They match up with us well. We're seeing right now we're not getting a lot of time to throw the ball because their defensive line and their defensive scheme of blitzing different linebackers. Somebody's getting out pressuring Warren, so he's not able to sit there and let routes develop right now. Really haven't. We've seen 1 long ball that I remember, 2 long balls that I remember, but it's just hard to get off a long pass right now. So, and that's what a lot of good teams do. They want Artesia to dink and dunk underneath you, and then Artesia makes a mistake, and you can't make that long play against them. So that's their whole defensive scheme.
He didn't see it. Hodling didn't have anybody over him. There was a safety way back there, and the guy was coming running all the way across the field. But that happens too. He's looking at everything. All right, they've got him over
Warren.
there. Yeah, Warren didn't realize Clay Kill was so wide open. All right, 4th and 9, a formation look with the running back in the backfield. They're only going to rush 3. We're going to go over the top. That's going to be broken up by number 3.
So that's a good job by the safety. That's just Jack Byers going down that left side, and the safety number 3, he read that. Jacob Bermudez comes over, times it just right, hits him when the ball gets there, and incomplete pass. So good job by him.
You know, when they're playing that kind of prevent defense, that's not an ideal play to run it deep. It just isn't.
Yeah.
But it was almost still caught. I mean, it was a good throw. He put it right in his basket, but there's 2 guys with him, and they break it up. All right, so turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. They got a slot and a wide out on their side, inverted. Running back Ramirez to the left, to the right of LeBourne in the backfield. Snap is back, going to run it that way, and he's around the corner. A lot of room to go. Can he outrun the Bulldog defense? No. He'll be shoved out of bounds. But a huge pickup, 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, we're getting caught inside. Our angles are killing us right now because of his speed. Bulldogs got to widen out. That time it was Charlie Campbell that just kind of got sucked in there, and then Ramirez bounced outside of him. Charlie's fast, and he eventually chased him out of bounds, but that angle just hurt him.
So pickup of about 20. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 31-yard line. 6:46 to go in the first half. 21-17 Centennial. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. They got an X-back on the left side. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's got his running back Ramirez to his left. Man in motion is number 12. Snap is back. You're going to hand it to him on that short side of the field, looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to be tackled from behind after a pickup of about 2.
Outside linebacker Del Villa, good job that time, flowing down the line of scrimmage and catching him.
All right, so 2nd down and 9 after the gain of 1. 6:28 and counting here in the first quarter. And you know what they want to do is take all this time off, score, and then get the ball coming out in the second half. So we'll see if they try to slow it down. Trips again to the right side, which is the wide side of the field. Again, same formation. They've got a X-back over there on the left side. Running back Ramirez to the left of LeBourne in the backfield. They bring number 12 in motion. Snap is back. He's going to fake the handoff this time. LeBourne will hang on to it, and he's going to be tackled after a pickup of 1.
Good job by Bulldog number 98, Derek Lopez. He had a lineman on him. LeBourne tried to cut inside. He reached out with his right arm, got a hold of LeBourne, and then just wrapped him up and took him down.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 after a 1-yard pickup. 5:45 and counting. Time ticking away here. Bulldogs looking to get a big hold, either a turnover or hold them at 4th down. Of course, they're in 4-down territory. Exact same lineup, except this time they put Ramirez to the right of LeBourne. Trips on the right side in time. Number 12 in motion once again. Snap is back. Well, I saw a lot of movement, but no play, nothing called. And LeBourne going to break and run to the right side. He's got nothing but green in front of him, but he's going to get down and make the touchdown, but there is a flag back there in the holding spot.
Well, it was great coverage that time by the Bulldogs secondary. He looked, what he was looking at was something over the middle, and they had that covered. He had something open on the flat, but then by the time he worked his way down to it, it was covered, so then he tucked it and ran.
All right, so it'll be a 10-yard holding penalty. And they should mark it from the spot of the foul.
Line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going to mark it where the ball had originally been, which is the line of scrimmage. But, well, all right, so it'll be 3rd down back at the Bulldog 39-yard line. Ball near the near hash. You're going to have trips on the far side, which is the wider side of the field, and a bunch over there. And the Bulldog defense, now they're going to move in a little bit, stay in the bunch set. Ramirez to the right. They send number 4 out wide. Snap is back. He's looking to go to him. He's tall and athletic. Going to come back. Oh, and how did the Bulldog? I thought we were going to have an interception, but the Bulldogs didn't go get the ball. I don't know why.
So they ran number 4 deep, and they brought Andrew Sandoval underneath that, and the Bulldogs were going deep with him, and Andrew Sandoval came and got the short pass, picked up the 1st down.
Pickup of about 22. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 19-yard line. Ball on the far hash, 4:52 and counting here in the first half. And they're slowing it down now, taking their time, 15 on the play clock. LeBourne takes snap, turn, hand it off. Ramirez breaks outside after looking, and then he's going to be handled out there. The Bulldogs did a good job covering him up, gain of none.
See, flags are flying now after the melee over there, but I love it because the Bulldogs flowed straight down the line of scrimmage that time. They didn't come up and get any depth, and as soon as he tried to turn up the field, the Bulldogs were waiting on him. So that was a better job by the defense of just flowing straight down that line of scrimmage.
The way Centennial is acting, I think it is on them, but we'll wait and see. I saw them kind of pushing one of their players off the field. But it may be on us. Now we're backing up. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bulldogs. So I really think Centennial thought it was on them for a minute, but it's called on Artesia.
Yeah, Ramirez, they stopped him, and then about 5 Bulldogs came and got in on the tackle, never got him on the ground, and then Centennial ran in there, so who knows.
Umpire doesn't realize the white hat's talking over here. And they're going to let them go. Now they blow it, ready to go. 1st and 10, first and goal at the 10. Tight formation, turn and hand it off to Ramirez. He bounces outside the first would-be tackler, and he's going to pick up a couple. They're actually going to give him, spot him down with 1-yard gain.
That's the little things that are getting the Bulldogs right now. Melendez came off the edge on a blitz, had a wide open opportunity to make a tackle in the backfield. Ramirez just sidestepped him and went around the corner. So we could have had a 4 or 5 yard loss, but Melendez missed him.
Boy, I'm telling you, I thought we were going the other direction on that pass play. And then the 3, any one of them I thought was going to go get it, but nobody did. All right, so 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. They also have a sniffer back on that side. Quarterback is looking to the left side. He's got Ramirez to his left. Number 12 goes in motion. Snap is back. It's on the ground. He turns, hands it off. And Ramirez will get all the way down, and he's still on his feet. And will he get in? It's going to be close. They're going to mark him down inside the 1-yard line.
So I'm just going to credit right now. I mean, we're talking about the Bulldog defense, but you got to give the offensive line for Centennial credit. I mean, they are pretty much manhandling our linemen and linebackers right now because that's just a straight run and play. And they got their hats on the ball, and then Ramirez is running hard.
We just brought in some big guys, and a bunch of small guys came out. So maybe we had smaller guys up on the line that time. All right, they're going to go a triple stack. LeBourne is going to try to push it in, and he did, I thought. They haven't thrown up their hands yet. Now they do. Touchdown Hawks with 3:01 to go here in the first half.
Looks like the tush push, like we knew it was coming. So we sent big bodies in there. Quarterback took it, and everybody pushed him into the end zone.
27-17 as the Centennial Hawks score. Bulldogs late getting men out there for the PAT block. We may have too many guys on the field. All right, so the PAT effort is coming up. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. Kick is good. 28-17, 3:01 to go here in the first half. Centennial with the 2-score lead. We'll be back.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, IDEC, and Square D. Kane is your professionals and will assist you you may have on electrical supplies. Kane is on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia and North Roselawn.
Scoring drive for the Hawks. 9 plays for 54 yards. 1-yard touchdown run by LeBourne. Kick was good by Pickett. Centennial 28, Bulldogs 17. And Joby, I was thinking the Bulldogs went up 14-0. And since then, it's 28-3 Centennial.
Yeah, it's been quite a turn of events. But I said it early, and I'm going to say it again. A lot of football left to be played. We're still here in the first half, 3:01 to go. As Centennial's LeBourne also playing kicker. We'll line it up between the X and the right hash as he gets ready to kick. Going to onside it again. He's going to go to Hodling. He's going to turn. Hands it off to the right side. Bulldog has a lot of people in front of him. If he can get around that corner, which he does get across the 50, and then Laborum will take him out of bounds, and that was Jet Fuentes.
And we haven't seen that this year. Alvin gave it to the first person through the starburst. They've been giving it to the second or third one. So if Fuentes gets that, comes up the left side with some great blocking, and Laboris was basically the safety. The kicker's usually your safety on that, and he does a good job of forcing him out of bounds.
So great field position to start off here on this possession for Artesia after a good return. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Hawks 46-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Just a slight breeze. Really no breeze at all to speak of. 2:53 to go in the first half. Bulldogs want to get a touchdown in this drive for sure as they go empty backfield. They're going to show a blitz. They're going to be in man to coverage. If he can find the right guy, now he's going to bring in Sawyer on the left side to max protect. Got trips out to the right. Warren looks over the defense. Snap is back. Going to have to run away from pressure, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a huge loss, about 12 yards.
That's number 44. He came unblocked because they had so many guys coming. Luke Matherly. That's just difficult. When you go empty back and they bring everybody and bring the house, you got to get rid of the ball within 2 seconds.
Problem was, Robbie, is we didn't run any short routes. Everybody went deep.
Yeah.
You just can't do it, as you said.
Yeah. Well, you got to break the route off.
Yep.
And here's the deal. This is good learning for our team. Good learning. That's good grammar.
Good. 4 to the short side of the field, 1 to the near side, and he's out here on an island. Empty backfield. They're going to bring the house again. He's going to step into it, and throw is out in front and too much out in front and high. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
I said, what's the difference? We started off the game through an in route to Byers and went for a touchdown. Well, the pressure is getting, to Warren right now. I mean, he's having to rush the throws. He didn't give him time to break and couldn't really let him get open there.
We'll see what the Bulldogs do to adjust to this, because you can really burn them when they're doing this kind of stuff. But right now, the routes we're running aren't the routes we need to be running against that kind of pressure.
No, and we talked about it earlier. Our slots are usually what you go to, against this kind of defense. And our slots are really, we keep going to Byers and Eglin, and they're the outside receivers. So you just wonder where the slots are on this, because they usually are reading the same defense and they know what to do. The quarterback and slots know exactly what they're going to do to adjust.
Well, one thing that's a little different with Coach Maupin's offense is he doesn't run the same offensive coach. It looks similar probably to most untrained eyes, but he's not running the same thing. They're not running the same option routes.
Right.
And so it really does change up how it used to be compared to how it is now. And I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's different.
Right.
All right. I don't know what was going on, but they're taking a long time here. The officials. I mean, we were up on the ball. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I didn't see anything like the officials say anything, but we're just waiting.
Standing there right now. What's going on?
Okay, 2:07 on the clock. The clock was wrong, so they just told us 2:07 instead of a minute 40. All right, so it's 3rd down and a bunch, 17. Trips to the right side, going to bring in Byers to the left side, tight. Snap is back. They bring a bunch again. He's going to roll away from pressure, step into one, throw it down the field. Too far outside. It's 4th and long.
Trying to get it to Sawyer Whitehead coming across the field. But again, Derek has had a defender right on his back as he was throwing that ball on that right sideline.
That was an interesting call there, because we go to the short side of the field with the heavy rush. He didn't have much to go. He only had a little bit to go. He rolled out to the right, but that was the short side of the field. And so, tough play. 4th and long. Punter on is Dominguez. Somebody waving at us? I keep seeing stuff in the... All right, so he's waiting the snap. Snap is back. They got a good rush. Boy, he got it away, and Robbie, I have no idea how. We're going to get the ball back, though, because they're going to call roughing the kicker.
Yeah, I don't know how he got it off either. I mean, that defender was right there, thought he was going to block it. Dominguez got it off and then got the call.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, and that'll give us a 1st down, right? Automatic 1st down. I mean, I think our resident officials at automatic 1st down.
Yeah, and I don't know. Coach is out there for them arguing. And it's like, how do he ran into the kicker?
Yeah.
And he's calling run. I know it can be running. I don't know in high school if you can call it different. I know you can.
Well, if he'd have got a piece of it,
Right, that makes a difference.
Then it's not foul,
Yeah.
but he didn't get a piece of it. That ball was hit well and struck hard and up high, so I don't think he got a tip on it. It's going to be first down Bulldogs.
We need to take advantage of this. 154. We're getting the ball back. We need to go score.
All right, so first and 10 at the Centennial 38-yard line. First and 10. On the rough, I don't know how he missed the ball. He was all over the punter, and he ran right straight through him once the ball was gone. And Dominguez went to the ground hard. So, penalty will give the Bulldogs extra life. And as you said, we got to get a score right here because it will be Centennial ball coming out in the second half. Slot and wide out either side. Pondo behind Warren in the backfield. Pistol formation. They look like they're going to bring it again. He's going to bring in a man to block on the right side in Fuentes. Snap is back. Stepping up, throwing the out route, and it's going to be tipped away. Good job there by the defense.
That's great coverage. Trying to get it to Whitehead, but right on him is Anthony Villa, and you couldn't ask for better coverage. Right behind him, got his left arm out in front and knocked the ball down.
Swat and cradle, he did that perfectly. The ball was a little behind. That's a hard throw for a quarterback. He's throwing an out route across the field, and he did throw it a little behind him, but great defense, again, with that swat and cradle. So it'll bring up second down and 10. 38-yard line. Trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side is that Byers or Eglund? All right, so Pondo in the backfield. They do put a man out there to cover out there. Going to turn. He's going to throw it out here to Hodling. He's going to go up the middle. Makes one man miss, and then double team tackled. It's going to bring up a third down and about 4 after the pickup of 6.
Now they backed off that time. 3 down lineman rush, and everybody else fell back into coverage.
And they put a man out there like in no man's land on the left side to stop that slant. It looked funny because he wasn't guarding anybody, but he was guarding the slant on the far right side. Okay. Third down and 4 for the Bulldogs. That tight split, the tight trips on the left side. Snap is back, going to pitch it this way. And good job there by the defense. They came up and made the tackle after only 1 yard gain.
Well, Pondo did a good job. I mean, he took the pitch, came around the left side, and he lowered his shoulder and ran over the first one. The problem was there was 2 other Centennial Hawks coming and made the tackle as soon as he ran over that first guy. But, I mean, Pondo's running hard.
Again, running to the short side of the field, and, man, just wasn't anywhere for him to break out. And so 46 seconds and counting. 4th down and 3. Trips to the wide side of the field. Pondo in that pistol package. Warren looking over the defense. Snap is back. They bring the house. He's going to throw it, and that's going to be broken up. We're really focusing on the wideouts, and they are too.
Gavin Woods was waiting on that. He camped for that stop route, and again, he jumped it, got his hand in there, knocked the ball out. So I'm impressed. I mean, Centennial's well coached. Every team has tendencies, and we have tendencies right now. We go to our wideouts when we need something, and they know it, so they're sitting on it, right? They're squatting on it. They were man-to-man coverage.
I know,
and so complete anything.
And I think they'll see up at half. They'll be talking about it from upstairs down to, on the right side or the wide side of the field. We had 2 men that were pretty wide open. They'd backed off of us, but we were focused on throwing this stop right on the left side, short side of the field. All right, first down for the Hawks. They're going to run a little sweep this way. Back cut, and they're going to pick up about 4 yards. Well, they're going to mark them down with a 3-yard gain.
So that's a better job by the defense, right? Staying home, not getting sucked into the middle and giving him lanes as Tootie McNeil came in and made the tackle on Ramirez.
And Coach is going to say, let's go in at the half with the lead. He doesn't want to give up a turnover to the Bulldogs. So as the clock counts down, I was watching Coach Ocampo over there, and he was just saying, let's go up. So that's going to be the end of the first half. The Artesia Bulldogs with 17 points on the board. The Centennial Hawks with 28 to 17 at the half. I'm going to go ahead and run a timeout. And then when we come back, we're going to have the Bulldog band, I do believe. So we're going to take a timeout, and the band is coming up next.
KCLT is the leader in surface rental equipment and customer service throughout the Permian Basin. With yards in Artesia and Monahans, Texas, you can count on KCLT to work 24/7, 7 days a week. Their professional mechanics are always out in the field and are Dorch certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are ready and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on site or in our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts, 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all in one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, welcome back to the Bulldog Bowl. Before the band comes out, I'll introduce Cambria with Texas Fried Chicken.
Yes.
You brought us some great food tonight.
I did. I brought you guys some hot wings and our new potato wedges that are back.
All right, awesome. Anything going on KFC right now, or is everybody over here at the ball game?
Well, hopefully everyone's here at the ball game, but we are open tonight, so come over after the game. I did bring the hot wings and wedges. Those are limited time, so we invite you guys. It's football season. Come by and try them.
Absolutely. Bulldog fans and anybody out there listening or watching, go to KFC right here, right now, or anytime after the ball game.
Yes, please do.
All right, thank you, Cambria. And we're going to go ahead and keep it right here, Bulldog fans, as we've got the Artesia Marching Band ready to come onto the field. And so, as I said there in the first half, we jump out to a 14-point lead. The Bulldogs take advantage of a wide-open slant route and get a touchdown on the first play of the game, kick the extra point, and then we run a nice pooch kick over to the right side, and the Bulldogs are able to get that. We go down and score again, so it's 14-0. But then Centennial, as Robbie said, Bulldogs, since scoring those first 14 points, have only scored 3, and Centennial has scored 28. Thank you so much. All right, so the Bulldog Marching Band getting ready to go. And we are going to keep it right here. After the band, we'll have the Tate Branch Fan of the Week, so stay tuned for that as well. But the Pride of the Pecos Valley gathering up and getting ready to go as the clock ticking down up there. And I would say I might have another time for another break, but I hate to start the break and not be ready for the band. But I'm going to run a short one. We'll be right back. The band will be playing, hopefully, when we come back, or we're about ready to. Stay right here.
Hey, I've had a few drinks. Can you give me a ride home?
Save us all. Make that call. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
Artesia, let's hear ya.
All right, the Bulldog Marching Band coming on.
Incredible ensemble directed by Mr. Aaron Benton, Mrs. Olivia Benton, and Mr. Mike Siegel, with the cover guard under the direction of Ms. Kelsey Gerard. Tonight they present Across the Universe, a spectacular journey that fuses the majestic sounds of Gustav Holst's The Planets with the legendary music of the Beatles. These students showcase not only their talent, but also the relentless work ethic and championship spirit that define our community. Give it up for your band, the Pride of the Pecos Valley. Drum majors Gemma Molina and Alexandra Galvez Zanavia, is your band ready? the Patriots Valley would like to thank those who make our success possible. We're grateful for the support of the Artesia Public Schools Administration, faculty, and staff, and we especially thank the parents and families of our students for your encouragement and dedication. To the Artesia community, thank you for showing your Bulldog pride and standing behind those outstanding students. We also extend a special thank you to our orange sponsors, white sponsors, and
all right, Bulldog fans, we got the Tate Branch Fan of the Week coming up next.
Provide opportunities and experiences for every member of the pride.
Welcome back to the halftime show and our Tate Branch Fan of the Week interview. We're here at Tate Branch in Artesia, and Ray Williams is our Fan of the Week. Congratulations, Ray. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no, this is actually a big.
Welcome back to the halftime show and our Tate Branch Fan of the Week interview. We're here at Tate Branch in Artesia, and Ray Williams is our Fan of the Week. Congratulations, Ray. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no, this is actually a big thrill for me. You know, I mean, it's huge. So, I mean, I'm glad to be here with you.
Well, that's good. What I learned was that Ray, unlike a lot of people we get to interview, Ray's not a native Artesian. You're actually a transplant. Well, but you grew up not too far from here, right?
No. I grew up in Roswell. Graduated from Roswell High. I mean, please forgive me now. And as I was telling you, I was there during the Coach Bradley days, the Jim Bradley days, and the days when Mickey Reeves was playing football, and all those fellows like that. And so coming here, it's a whole different. It's a different atmosphere, way different atmosphere. So much more for the athletes and so much more for the kids, I think, here than it is there sometimes, or at least when I was growing up. And I know that's what brought me into becoming a fan. After I moved here, I mean, I've been here 19 years. The very first game I went to, I actually worked that game. I was working at the Artesia Police Department at that time, and just walking into the bowl, I'm going to go work a football game. It was surreal. I'd never actually been in there, so I stop out, we walk inside there, and it's like, wow,
Yeah.
And that wow never goes away. It's been the same ever since.
It gets every year something changes that improves on it, and you still have the wow factor. So did you play sports in high school?
No, I didn't play any sports in high school. I was in ROTC. So I went into the military after I got out, and then came back here to New Mexico, and kind of gradually worked my way down south. I started up there in the Roswell area, and then I worked, in Dexter for a little while, then here in Artesia. So I've been here 19 years, and I'm in love with the place.
Now, did you marry into an Artesia family?
I did, yes, sir, I did. I married my wife, met her in January of get my dates here going back.
We always have trouble with that, don't we?
January of 07 is where I met her.
Okay.
And then we married in October of 09. So, I've got stepdaughter with her, who's graduated as Bulldog, and then I've got a little Bulldog, a 14-year-old Bulldog. She's a volleyball player over at Park.
Okay.
So, yeah, and she's that's where I got to learn about the how awesome the school system is here too. I mean, not just athletics. I mean, academics and all the extracurriculars. I mean, Artesia is about family. It's about the people, and that's, how can you not love that?
That's right. So you follow football, but is that the only sport you follow, or have you become like a super fan of everything?
Well, I follow the baseball players. I dabble with basketball. Basketball's not really a big thing for me. Of course, volleyball. Well, of course, I follow that for sure. And then,
you know who they beat Tuesday night? Artesia.
They beat Roswell.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
They beat them in 3 sets. So
yeah.
I do follow a certain Miss Green's Twitter feed, and she keeps me updated on everything. So, and we appreciate her for that too.
That's right.
But it came to a point where the Bulldogs. I mean, I've watched a lot of these youngsters grow up here in town, and we became such big fans with it. We actually bought reserve seating. And it's been, I guess about 6 years ago now. And I wouldn't even know what to do without those now. I mean, every year it's like, when can we go get our tickets? When can we go up there? When can we? And we can sit up there just below the press box, and we have a group of other fans that all sit around us that we've gotten, close to and know. And it's just, if you go to a game, it's like, hey, why are they missing? Where are they at? It's more than just a game too. It becomes a community thing.
That's right. Check on them, see if they're okay, right. Are you using your tickets?
Everybody always asks, are you going to? Yes, we're going to use those. Come on, we're going to use them, I promise.
Yeah. So you've been in law enforcement your whole career?
I have been in law enforcement here in New Mexico now for 23 years.
Okay.
We were talking about this earlier. I worked for the sheriff's office for 11 and a half years of that, and retired. I spent about 6 months out, and you know what? There was a lot of longings and other reasons, and I was like, what if I go back?
Mm-hmm.
And I got the blessing from the domestic supervisor, and she said, whatever's gonna make you happy. And they took me right back, and I've been back with them now for 3 years. And I'm gonna stick out there for as long as the good Lord will let me, stay with it. I mean, I love the work, and I love serving the communities. Because we serve more than just Artesia. I mean, we serve, Hope. We serve Local Hills. We serve Carlsbad. We serve Loving. And there's a lot of good folks out there. And law enforcement in this area is blessed because they have support.
Right.
They have community support. And so I mean, it's a dream and a passion and something I love to do. So I look forward to getting up and going to work every day.
That's right. So in the years that you've been following the Bulldogs, are there any memorable games that you remember attending that kind of stick out in your mind?
Watching them play, state championship against Bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember that day because it was crisp afternoon. And I remember, I can almost tell you exactly what it smelled like too. Still, that was beautiful. Because I invited a friend that was from Carlsbad.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't in the playoffs. I invited him up.
Insert comment here.
Come up and sit with us, and he got to experience the dog pile. He got to experience what a real, honest to goodness playoff game is, because just you feel it when you get into the bowl. It's not just watching a game; you feel the game. Just like I said, it's surreal.
Yeah,
that's never changed. We've been through a lot of rainy games. We've been through some really good ones. I would like to see us have another game against Roswell this year in the bowl.
Well, I think most people are predicting that that's what's going to happen this year. Roswell and Artesia are going to play at least twice this year. And we know about the first one because that's the regular season game. But I'm almost certain those two teams are going to be back again this year. So I'm so glad you've kind of become a big Bulldog fan and have enjoyed attending the game so much. It is from the cheerleaders to the dog pile to getting out on the field when the team comes out and coming through the banner, the lights now and everything else. It's just it's an event.
Right. It is. Yes, it is. And a shout out to the band too.
Oh yeah.
They got kind of beat up a little bit for some reasons or whatever on Facebook over the last few days, but they are still an important part of everything. I mean, you do not have high school football or college football without the band.
That's right.
It's part of it. And I'm proud of all the kids that go out there and give their effort and try hard to do what they're doing. So props to them too.
They did a fantastic job, and I understand the uniforms are on the way. So don't. Everybody be just fine. It's going to be fine.
They're going to be great.
It's good. Well, we have a couple gifts for you, Ray. We've got your very own Tate Branch Fan of the Week official mug for you.
Awesome.
And our friends at Adobe Rose have said, come and eat with us. So here's a $50 gift card that we'd like to give to you, and you can take your family and enjoy a delicious meal or two out at Adobe Rose just for being our guest.
Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Anybody else you'd like to say hi to or like to mention?
I want to thank my wife because she's the one who nominated me for this. And
so you know.
Oh no, she's going to tell me. I was like, hey, Gene Tow just called me, told me I'm the fan of the week. And she's like, ha ha. Okay. All right. I wouldn't be who I am today without her support. And like I said, she was the one that helped me progress to being where I'm at as a fan too. I mean, I learned to live the Bulldog culture through her. She went to school here in Artesia and put two kiddos through school here in Artesia, and I couldn't think of a better place to do it.
There you go. And you've got your orange shirt, so you're in good shape. Ray Williams is our fan of the week this week, and we want to thank everyone here at Tate Branch for helping us put this together. And if you know somebody that should be a fan of the week, just call Perry here at Tate Branch, and who knows, they may be a fan of the week sometime during this season. Thanks for joining us. Stick around. We've got more in the halftime show coming up next.
The quarterback was 8 for 10. They had 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles lost. They had 7 penalties for 64 yards. They were 2 for 5 on 3rd downs and 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions. For your Bulldogs, they had 7 first downs, 7 rushes for 2 yards, 11 receptions for 176 yards passing. Warren was 11 for 22 with 2 touchdowns, 0 fumbles lost, 3 penalties for 34 yards. On 3rd down, we were 2 for 7, and on 4th down, the Bulldogs were 1 for 3, and 1 field goal made on 1 attempt.
All right, the second half about to get under the way. The Bulldogs get underway. The Bulldogs going from the south to the north, and will be doing the kicking as Centennial won the toss, but decided to defer. 28-17, 11-point lead for the Hawks. And Robbie, it's been a hard-fought game there in the second quarter forward.
Well, it is. I'm hoping we see what we saw last week against Hobbs. They had almost 200 yards rushing in that first half, and then they came out in the second half. Bulldogs held them to 65 yards in the second half. So hoping to see that same adjustment here, same effort as Centennial's been able to pretty much run the ball against us and then throw enough to keep the running game going.
All right, so on to do the kicking is Dominguez, put it in the middle of the field as he waits for the go-ahead, which he now has, and here's the second half kick. Going to go deep down the left side. It's going to back him up to about the 18-yard line. Number 2, that's their running back, and he breaks the first tackle, breaks the second arm tackle. Now he's finally spun down at about the 34-yard line.
They faked the handoff to the quarterback in that starburst, and Leighton Whitmire makes the tackle for the Bulldogs. Scores at halftime, Goddard 28, Valley 7, and Hobbs 23, Roswell 7.
All right, so the Centennial offense will come on here, and they're actually going to spot it down at the 33. This will be 1st and 10, ball near the middle of the field for the Hawks. They've got one receiver far to the left side, a running back on either side of LeBourne in the backfield in the shotgun. Tight end on the right side and the left side for the Hawks. The Bulldogs kind of bunched up in there as well. Turn, fake the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep. He's going to pitch it. Bulldogs have it played perfectly. And he's going to end up getting back to the line of scrimmage, but great job there by the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, if you want to show your team how to play the speed option, then show them that play right there. The defense did a great job. They got penetration, forced the quarterback to pitch, had pitch for coverage out there, and Julian Beaza, number 20, grabs him and runs him out of bounds for a half-yard gain.
2nd down and 9.5 for the Hawks. Ball now on the far hash as they're going from the north to the south. Flag hanging not completely still, but almost. Just a slight breeze here at Bulldog Bowl on a beautiful Friday night. 11:44 to go in the third quarter. LeBourne with his running back to his right in Ramirez. Bring him in motion. He's looking to throw. Bulldogs on the left side putting some pressure. They get to LeBourne, and that's going to be a sack.
I'm going to give all the credit, number 55, Alejandro Ontiveros. He drove his lineman 5 yards backwards, reached out with his right hand, got a hold of LeBourne, and made that sack. And what a great Bulldog sack that was. When it's time for a new truck, don't get sacked. Get a great deal from Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales, and be sure and check out Artesia Ford's mobile service.
So about a 2.5-yard sack for loss. It'll be 3rd down and 12 at the 31 as the Bulldogs defense looking to rise up right here and get a stop and force a punt out of Centennial. LeBourne with his running back to his left. Bulldogs rush 3, looking to throw the ball, still looking, and now he's going to break out to the left side. He's going to toss it, and that's going to be out of bounds. It will be 4th down for the Hawks. Great defense and great coverage.
Well, that's a defensive line. They're a couple of them were double teamed, and they split the double teams, and the other ones broke free of their single, and they put some pressure on him, but great coverage. He had nowhere to go with the ball, and that's what you want to see coming out of the half.
4th down and 13. They are sending on their punting unit, and it will be LeBourne. I mentioned that in the first half, but this will be the first time we'll see him punt the ball. I wondered if he would be their punter, I guess I should say. All right, so he's back at about the 18-yard line. Bulldogs drop 2 back. We might see a little cross here if they get a chance. Snap is back. Bulldogs bring some pressure almost blocked, just missed it. It's going to be a fair catch called for and caught at the 42-yard line. Boy, same thing. I thought we had that blocked.
Charlie Campbell comes up and does a good job, because if that ball hits, it could roll another 20, 25 yards in the Centennial's favor. So he comes up in traffic, makes the fair catch to keep it to the 43-yard line. So good job by Charlie.
All right, so the offense now on the field. Warren getting his final comments from Coach Maupin. He'll trot out.
Is that the first 3 and out?
That's their first 3 and out, first punt of the ball game.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it wasn't blocked. There's 2 in a row, one for them, one for us, and I don't know how they weren't blocked. The defender was right there, but didn't happen. A formation look. Bondo will line up in the pistol formation. They show a blitz. They do bring it. Dropping and throwing. He's going to throw it deep. And again, playing back there perfectly and making the – oh, he pulled it away. Good job turning into the defender by the Bulldog receiver.
Number 22 on Byers again. He got burned the first play of the game. Gavin Woods did, and a touchdown by Byers. And since then, he's played really well against him. And that time, same thing. He went up and got that ball, and Byers had to knock it out of his hands or it would have been intercepted.
So 2nd down and 10 at our own 43-yard line. Ball in the far hash, moving from the south to the north are the Bulldogs. 10:39 to go in the third quarter. 28-17 Centennial. A formation look with the slot and a wide out either side. Ball on the far hash, looking to show a blitz again. Maybe just bring 4, we'll see. Pondo in the pistol. Snap back. Going to run the speed option. Warren's going to get hit. He spins away from the first man. He'll pick up about 2, maybe 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
I mean, that's a good job, and they did a good job of forcing Warren in. I'd like to see him carry that more outside and have the option to pitch it, but the defensive did a good job of just forcing him inside, so he tucked it and ran.
3rd down and 7, 10-12 and counting here in the third quarter. Bulldogs have the ball in the middle of the field at the 46-yard line. Slot and a wide out either side. Centennial's been bringing at least 4, a lot of times 5 or 6. They are walking in off the corner with the linebacker up, and the Bulldogs move. Ball start on Artesia. It'll be 3rd down and about 12 now.
So that defense does, it brings that pressure on you with those 3 down linemen, and the linebackers are walking up on the outside and in the middle. You don't know which one's going to rush, which one's going to back off, and so the offensive line is constantly making a call, because they'll step up and the offensive line will make a call on how to block it, and then they'll back up and another one move up, and they got to switch the call. So that defense is, and we'll see this throughout the year, this 3-3 defense. It's put a lot of pressure on the offensive line.
All right, the play clock down to 13 now. We just now broke the huddle. Took us a minute to get a play in. Down to 9. Warren taking a look over everywhere. He's got a slot and a wide out on either side. Down to 4. Going to have to make a snap. 2, 1, and that's going to be a delay game on the Bulldogs. Back them up 5 more. That's one of those things. I know it's early in the season, but we got to watch that clock. Part of it was getting a play in, and then part of it was Warren taking a long time to look over everybody and then bringing a man in to block. And that's going to be 3rd down and 20.
And that max protect, right? The Bulldogs have used that for years now. When they see a linebacker going to come off the edge, they'll bring the slot in, and we call it max protect. And what Centennial's doing, as soon as we bring that guy over, that linebacker backs up, and they'll bring the opposite side linebacker.
Yeah.
It's good coaching.
All right, so 3rd and a long ways to go at our own 36-yard line. Got to get out to the 47-yard line of Centennial. And we're going to have a timeout taken, as we only had 6 on the play clock this time, and Coach Maupin calls a timeout. We're going to take it as well. Be right back.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some amazing Tuesday deals for you. If you're grabbing a quick bite for yourself, country fried steak meal. This includes our delicious home-style country fried steak patty served with mashed potatoes and white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just for $4.99. Looking to feed the whole fam? Try our $20 meal deal. This includes 8 pieces of all dark meat chicken, large mashed potatoes and gravy, and 4 buttermilk biscuits. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at KFC and Taco Bell.
Coming out of the timeout, Bulldogs take their first of the second half. We've got 9:10 on the clock. And the Bulldogs will have ball in the middle of the field with a 3rd down and 17. I said 3rd and 20, but I was inaccurate. Trips to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. They got 2 safeties deep. Only 3 guys looking like they're going to rush. Snap is back. They only bring 3. Steps into a throw. It's going to be pitched. Oh, and it's going to be behind. We're going to have to go back and get it, but they're going to call him down. He was on the field, so it'll bring up a 4th down and long, about 12.
I think they're going to talk about whether it was a catch or not first. But he had to dive for the ball, which means his knees were on the ground, and he tried to pitch it, but they are going to rule that it was incomplete.
So it'll take us back to the 36-yard line, and it will bring up a 4th down. And our guy over there has it on 1st down. All right, so in on the punt is Dominguez. And back to receive will be, can't see his number. It looks like, is that their running back?
Number 11, Anthony Villa.
Snap is back. It's a good snap. Punt is away. Good high punt. He's going to come up and field it at the 30. Bulldogs have pretty good coverage. He splits right between 2 Bulldogs. Breaks another tackle. Spins away from another. Finally going to be ripped down at about the 38-yard line of the Hawks.
Well, we had a bunch of Bulldogs trying to arm tackle him, and he kept running through it. Hope Crawford got tired of that. He came up and wrapped him up and drove him into the turf.
All right, 1st down for the Centennial Hawks at their own 39-yard line. We've traded punts here to start things off in the 3rd quarter. 28-17 with 8:47 to go in the 3rd. As the Hawks come off the sideline out of their huddle, they're going to have 2 receivers out here stacked on the wide side of the field. X-back on the far side with a receiver up on the line. Send a man in motion outside. Going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs were right there, but we ended up stopping him. Boy, it looked like we might have him in the backfield. He's just slick and quick.
Oh, he is. He's a great running back. He's got a lot of quickness. He reads the field well. But what we're doing is they're pulling the backside guard and tackle, which tends to be our nemesis. We have a real hard time with that. And as soon as our linebacker Villa reads that, he came up and he split those 2 pulling linemen to get in the backfield, which plugged all that up. Good job by Villa.
So a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Hawks, 8:14 and counting. Double tight. They got a slot on either side. Ball on the far hash as they're going from the north to the south. Play clock down to 7. Snap is back. Going to just be a quarterback run all the way, but a flag down, and they had a false start. That'll back them up 5.
So just coming into tonight, we knew Centennial was going to be good. They're always good, and they're a 6A team. And it's tough when you've got 2,000 students, and we're one of the lowest attendance in 5A, right? We barely make it in 5A with our attendance, about 800 or 900. And what happens with that is these 6A schools like this can match up with us well, athlete for athlete, where 5A schools struggle to do it, but these 6A schools do it well.
Got more kids roaming the halls.
Yep.
More to choose from. All right, so 2nd down and 14 at their own 35-yard line. They'll stack up the receivers over here on the right side, which is the wide side. Tight end and an X-back on the far side as LeBourne take a look. He's going to make a change here. Man coverage out here on this side. They're going to direct snap to the running back. Bulldogs again had him pretty well played, and then he's going to be knocked to the ground. Oh, no, he's still on his feet. He drags forward, and he's going to get the 1st down.
That was all effort by Ramirez. I mean, he got hit about 8 yards from the 1st down marker, and he just kept his feet churning. He kept his shoulders down low, and he kept just driving through tackle after tackle until he picked up the 1st down. That was all him, all effort by Ramirez.
Yeah, I thought we had him back there to begin with at the when he broke forward, and then I thought we actually knocked him down, misread it. He picks up the 1st down. Trips to the wide side, which is near to us here in the press box. They're going to stack up the slot with the receiver behind the slot and an X-back on this side. So they've got it overloaded to the left. We don't shift anywhere on the defense. Now number 12 goes into motion, going to turn, hand it off to the running back. He goes through untouched until he gets about 12 yards down the field, and then he's dragged down after a pickup of about 14.
Yeah, it's just running right between the guard and tackle. Just a little delay, let the lineman get their block, get to the 2nd level on linebackers, or Ramirez speed just bursts through that hole until the secondary makes the play.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Hawks as my phone is going crazy, so let me see what I can see here. All right, so trips again to this right side. X-back and a tight end on the far side. Ramirez to the left of LeBourne in the backfield in the shotgun. They bring number 12 in motion once again. That's Sandoval. LeBourne's going to keep it. And he is hit hard and stung and then driven backwards by a host of Bulldogs. Ball come out, but it was after he was on the ground.
So much better angles, right? They got that left side kind of sealed on the Bulldogs, but the linebacker in the corner come up. Miguel Soto comes up. He's the first one that put that big hit on him, but they stayed outside. They didn't let him get outside of them, so good job by the defense.
So are we taking the penalty? Looks like we are. I'm not sure, of course, where they spotted the ball. I guess the penalty is worth more to us. Holding. So 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. It'll be first down and 20 now for the Hawks at the Bulldog 47-yard line. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. LeBourne with his running back to his right in Ramirez. Play clock down to 13. LeBourne takes a look at the Bulldog defense. Snap is back, going to run the speed option. Bulldogs play it pretty good on the front end, but nobody out there to get the pitch man, and he'll pick up about 6 yards. Oh, he's still on his feet. I thought he went out of bounds. He cut back into the line, into the pile.
So it's a great play, right? They get everybody blocked. They pitch it out to Ramirez and use its athleticism out here. Corner lined up, but he gave him a good move, got around him. And then he doesn't look very big from up here, Joby, and we don't have any size and weights, but I mean, he looks maybe 5'8", 5'9", about 150, 160 pounds, but he runs really hard. He runs like a big man.
He's got a low center of gravity, and you're right, he runs hard. Thick thighs and runs through people. So he picked up about 5. Second down and 15 now for the Hawks. 5:39 and counting here in the third quarter. They lead by 11, 28-17, and kind of have a time-killing drive going right now. Snap is back a little high. They're going to hand it off to Sandoval, a little pitch forward. He's going to try to get through, and he is tackled at the 39-yard line after pick up a 3. So it'll bring up a third down and 12.
Good job by Campbell coming up for a safety position. He read that really quick. It took a little bit of time to develop going around that left side, but good job by Charlie Campbell to come up and wrap him up and take him to the ground. Probably in 2-down territory here.
Okay, third down and 12. Bulldog defense again looking to get a stop, although you're probably right, on our side of the field, they'll probably go for it if we are stopping them. Love to see a defensive turnover. We've seen those, been kind of spoiled to them first. Ton of time, he steps into it, but it was tipped. Good job by the defensive line as they took forever to get there, but when they did, they got a tip.
Yeah, and I thought about that in the first half. They're getting in there, and if you can't get to him, you're coaching them to get their hands up. And they did it that time. But I tell you what, number 12, Andrew Sandoval, was wide open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, if that wasn't tipped, it might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, we had they ran the out routes or the deep routes again on their sidelines. We had those covered, which was effective in the first half, but the middle of the field was wide open.
All right, trips to the far side, ball in the middle of the field. It's 4th and 12. Artesia faithful coming to their feet. Bulldogs showing a blitz. Let's see if they bring it. They do not. They drop 8, bring 3. LeBourne rolls out. He's going to throw it across the middle. Incomplete. Bulldog defense holds. It'll be a turnover on downs. First down for the Bulldog offense.
Boy, different half, right? We hold them again on 4th down. Scoring update, Hobbs 23, Roswell 13 in the third quarter. Josh gave me the stat on Ramirez. He's 5'9", 180. So he weighs a little bit more than I thought.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 39. Right here is where you're going to see them just turn it up and go down the field. Going to split out the wide out and slot wide to the near side. Running back, Pondo behind Warren in the shotgun. Snap is back, turn, hand it off. Pondo looking for a sneaky way to go, but nowhere to go. He's smothered after a 1-yard gain.
Only had 3 defensive linemen up there. We pulled the backside guard tackle, tried to go to the right, and everything got jumbled up in there. The defensive line did a good job of holding their ground. There was nowhere to go for Pondo.
Second down and 9 for the Bulldogs as they break the huddle with 26 seconds on the play clock. Looks like this time around they're going to get out of that huddle a little quicker. 4:15 and counting. Trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side. He's going to bring him in to max protect. Interesting. Snap is back. They rush 6, maybe 7. He steps into it, throws an interception. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Centennial Hawks at the 50-yard line.
Well, Jeff Fuentes turned outside. Looked like Warren threw inside. Great diving catch. I believe that was Anthony Villa that made that interception for the Hawks. And that's the first interception that Derek Warren's thrown this year.
So with the 3:59 mark in the third quarter, no points scored yet in the second half. 28-17, but that is the first Bulldog turnover. We have gotten a turnover on them on a kick after our first touchdown. So the ball will be placed in the middle of the field, right on the 50-yard line. So middle both ways. Well, it's kind of slanted a little bit towards the right hash. They got that sniffer back on the left side. Tight end on that side as well, running back on that side. Now they're bringing number 4 in motion. They're going to hand it to him. Nope, he keeps it. He's going to try to go deep. He's got a man wide open at the 30-yard line. That's his running back, and he's going to be tackled from behind, but a huge pickup.
Yeah, Ramirez came out of the backfield, went up that left sideline, and nobody picked him up. Quarterback LeBarn just had plenty of time, read the field. Good throw, good catch, good pickup.
3:49, and they'll wind it, I think, because he didn't go down. Yeah, they wind the clock. 28-17 as the Hawks break the huddle at the 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 26-yard line. They're going to run the same look with a double tight this time. Slot on either side. Running back Ramirez to the left of LeBorn, the quarterback in the shotgun. Snap is back, going to turn, just hand it straight. No, he's going to keep it. LeBorn on the left side. He fooled me, and he's got the close to the first down, depending on the spot, as he goes on the left side.
Charlie Campbell and Marco Soto in on that tackle.
Just short, so it'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Hawks. 3:07 and counting here in the third quarter. Centennial knocking on the door at the Bulldogs 17-yard line. Ball on the left hash as they go from the north to the south. Tight, double tight formation. Slot and wide, or slot on either side. Ramirez to the right of LeBorn in the backfield. Going to turn, hand it off to him. Tries to break it outside. He cuts back in. He's got the first down and maybe 2 more. Actually got 1 more, so it's 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 15.
Julian Beza came flying through there, split everybody, and got in that backfield, turned him up the field. But, man, he was being held the whole time he was back there. And I got to thinking there may have been, 1 or 2 holding calls tonight. So Bulldogs getting a little frustrated down there. Goddard 35, Valley 14 with 4:16 left in the third quarter.
All right, they're just going to keep in that same formation, double tight, slot on either side. And that's where you might see them pull it out and throw a pass on a 1st down and 10. Can turn, hand it off, breaks it out to the left. He's around the corner, and he'll go in for the touchdown.
Same thing, Joey. It's just we come in so tight. He goes and he bounces all the way outside, and our corners can't catch him out there. So, I mean, give credit to Ramirez, right? He sets him up like that, and then he just bounces outside. Gets outside the outside contain of the Bulldogs.
So they've doubled this up. It's 34-17. They can get another point here with the PAT, which they're lining up for now. 2:16 to go here in the third quarter. As the snapper gets ready. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 35-17, 2:16 in the third quarter. Centennial with the lead. We'll be back.
School's back, and it's time to get your vehicle ready with back-to-school service specials at Tate Branch Auto Group. Get an oil change, brake inspection, tire rotation, multi-port check, and battery test, all starting at just $59.95 for gas, $69.95 for synthetic, and $99.99 for diesel. No appointment needed, and we're open on Saturdays to fit your schedule. Call 575-748-1317 or schedule online at TateBranchDodgeChryslerJeep.com. Experience the Tate difference, where service meets savings.
Centennial Hawks took 4 plays to cover 50 yards. 15-yard touchdown run by Ramirez. Kick was good by Pickett. The Hawks 35, Bulldogs 17, 2:16 left here in the third quarter.
5th time I've said it. A lot of football left to be played. The Bulldogs offense needs to come alive. Defense looked pretty good, but then bent there and ended up breaking on that second drive, but it was a shortened field on the interception by the Hawks, so they turned that interception into 7 points. So it'll be a little bunch set over there. Here comes the kick. They are going to kick it right at the up back on the left or right side, and he is going to be tackled out at about the 37-yard line.
George Blackburn took that for the Bulldogs, and anytime it's that short, you just tell him to pick up whatever you can, so he did.
1st and 10 for Artesia at their own 37-yard line.
I was thinking, Joby, we came in thinking our offense can score, that we always do and we always can. But Centennial's done a good job. It's 35-3 after the Bulldogs scored that first 14 points, so they've held our offense to 3 points.
All right, a slot and a wide out either side. Pondo behind him in the shotgun. He's going to turn and throw it. It's going to be that slant route again, and this time it works as he gets a 12-yard pickup on the left side.
That's the Byers over here. Good throw, good catch, and it's a good tackle by Gavin Woods for the Hawks.
1st and 10 Artesia at their own 48-yard line, 2:01 and counting in the third quarter. Bulldogs will stay in their A formation look with Pondo in the pistol. Ball in the near hash. Warren takes a look over the defense. Snap is back, going to turn and pitch it. Pondo's got a lot of green. He turns up the field. He's 45. He didn't drop the ball. He's still on his feet and finally wrangled down at about the 36-yard line. Good run.
Yeah, Pondo's showing a lot of heart on that one. It's a good job by the offensive line. They let their linemen go. Then they got down the field to get some more blocks. Pondo ran over one guy, ran through another tackle before Jonathan Valenzuela came up and made the tackle.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. A formation look. Warren looking, snap is back. Going to throw it across the field. It's caught at the 30, making a motion move and moving down into the 26-yard line. I think that was Eglin.
It was. I like what they did there, right? They ran Sawyer deep, which took 2 defenders with him, and Eglin came in underneath him. Good throw, good catch.
First down pickup. It's at the 26-yard line. Ball near the far hash with 1:11 and counting here in the third quarter. Again, A formation look. Pondo in the pistol formation. Warren takes a look over the defense. They walk up the outside linebackers. Hodling goes into max protect on the right side. Snap is back. They bring the house again. Picked up pretty good by the Bulldogs, but he tries to run, and that outside backer got him.
Yeah, Centennial now, right, we've completed those passes when they're just rushing 3. So they were going to bring pressure again. We bring in the max protect, and we don't have time to throw again. So
well, we had him blocked. I don't know if he just didn't feel like he could get it. I mean, you're right. All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 11. After the loss on the attempted run there. So we're definitely in man coverage, but we're going to bring him into. All right. Snap is back. They bring a house again. He's going to throw the ball on the stop route. Great catch. I think he caught it, and he did.
That's Eglin over there. He running his corner deep, and then he broke. Derek let the ball go, and then Eglin planted his foot, turned around, and had to dive for that ball and catch it as on the sideline.
So is it 3rd and short or 4th? I had him 3rd down. It's going to be, the snap is through the hands, and he'll just throw it away. It's caught! He didn't throw it away. That's going to be a touchdown, Artesia.
That is crazy. That snap went about 20 yards deep. 2 Centennial Hawks are chasing him, right on him. Warren, I thought he was just throwing it away, and he threw it. I think it was Byers over. No, it was Eglin over there, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it was Eglin. Nobody on him. Caught it. Went in for the touchdown.
And that ran out the clock. 35-23 on that weird-looking play as it was for surefire. Looked like it was going to be devastating. And then Warren picks it up and just turns and throws it straight down the sideline. It goes right to him. He catches it and goes.
Well, what a heads-up play by Warren.
Yeah.
Great job.
All right, so we're going to go for the 2-point conversion, 35-23. And the Bulldogs in that A formation look, and he's trying to bring his receiver in, and he does. Plenty of time on the play clock. Warren brings him in motion. Snap is back. Going to roll over to that right side. Looking. He's just going to get in. He got it. Derek Warren dives at the pylon. He's in. 35-25, down by 10 with no time left on the clock. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Located in the heart of downtown Artesia at 402 West Main, Suite D and E is staffed with certified full-service professional brokers. Whether you're buying or selling, professionals at RE/MAX Axiom will lead you through every step of the process. Visit their website, remaxnmaxiom.com, or call 575-255-0111 to speak with a licensed broker. RE/MAX, voted the most trusted name in real estate, and RE/MAX Axiom are proud supporters of our community and all Bulldog activities. We have a big name, but a small town feel. We rise by lifting others.
The scoring summary brought to you by Artesia Ford Sales. and Perry Connor. Go see Perry, and you'll score a winning deal. Be sure and check out the Artesia Ford mobile service when you go down there and talk to Perry. Bulldogs took 6 plays, went 63 yards, 17-yard touchdown pass from Warren to Eglin. 2-point conversion was good. Bulldogs 25, Hawks 35. Start of the fourth quarter.
So the Bulldogs did something there at the last 2 possessions, which they really had to do to stop the bleeding. That is, they get a turnover on downs, and then they go score off of that turnover on downs.
Boy, Roswell's coming back, Joby. Hobbs 23, Roswell 19, third quarter.
It looks like they just kicked an onside kick, trying to get the ball, did Roswell. All right, Bulldogs put the ball on the X, where they will put it, Dominguez. They're waiting on everybody to get lined up as far as the officials go. Well, I don't know what they're waiting on, actually. The officials are where they're supposed to be, but okay, now they're splitting out, and the official hands it to Dominguez to put it on the tee. So we're starting the fourth quarter, 35-25. Centennial over Artesia. And they're playing up for a pooch kick here. They got everybody up but one man. Going to be a fly ball. He's going to call a fair catch, which works out good for the Bulldogs to be back at the 24-yard line.
Anthony Villa, immediately when he saw he was going to get the ball, he was calling that fair catch. So they're coaching him up on the sideline after the Bulldogs have taken advantage on those pooch kicks tonight.
So it'll be 1st and 10, and I guess I just missaw what I saw because they're putting him at the 26. Looked like he caught it right at the 24, but move up to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. And the Bulldogs, like I said, that last possession of the Centennial Hawks there in the third quarter, they end up coming up big and turn them over on downs, and then the offense comes out and an unlikely play scores on a ball that got by the quarterback like 20 yards deep, and he throws it down the sideline, and the Bulldogs score. So want to see the same thing here. A slot and a wide out to the far side, inverted. One receiver to the near side. Snap is back, going to turn and hand it off. Ramirez goes through untouched before he's finally tackled back there for a 9-yard pickup.
Good blocking again by the Centennial offensive line. Julian Beza, the Bulldogs, the backside linebacker, had to come all the way across to make the tackle by himself, so that's why he gained so much.
So a pickup of about 8, but a face mask called.
He wrapped his arm around his head. I don't know that he got his face mask.
They called the 5-yard variety. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. So what have you seen in terms of changes? Any really on our defense?
I'll do it after this.
Okay. They got trips to the near side. One receiver kind of deep on the number 12. That's Sandoval back behind the slot. Now he's going to go into motion to the right side. Turn, hand it off. Ramirez bouncing his way, picking his way through the middle, and he'll pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards.
I think one difference is the play side linebacker, as soon as he reads the ball coming inside, he's going and shooting a gap and getting in the backfield, which is creating a little havoc back there, making Ramirez not go to the original place that the play was designed to go to. But Ramirez is shifty enough where he's finding a lane on us. Another thing is we're staying outside. Our outside linebackers are camping outside a little more, and our corners are staying outside better.
So it was a pickup of 6. Again, they're going to invert on the far side. They got a slot and a wide out inverted. Got an X-back on that side as well. Ramirez to the right of LeBourne in the backfield, shotgun. Snap is back, going to turn and hand it off. Chasing down from behind, good job. He only picked up, no, he got none.
That's backside linebacker Adel Villa. He came immediately as it snapped, and he flattened out down that line of scrimmage, handed it to Ramirez coming around that left side, and Villa kept chasing, and got him from behind. So good play by Villa.
Again, a great place for the Bulldog defense to rise up. 3rd down and 5. Bulldog fans getting loud. The student section, I haven't mentioned them this year. Two games in a row. Big student section for the Bulldogs, as always. Ball on the near hash. Centennial offensive line telling the fans to get up on our side. Taunting us a little bit, I think. All right. They might try to draw us offside, but they don't. Turn, hand it off on the backside run, and he bounces it outside. He's going to get the first down and more. 45-40, finally chased down from behind after a pickup of about 20.
That's so frustrating as a coach, right? Your corner has outside contain, and there's no reason to get sucked up in the middle, and they just keep doing it. You know, they just keep getting caught in the middle, and Ramirez bounces outside. That's just, I might say that was Miguel Soto, and that's actually Tootie McNeil out there corner, so I don't know where Tootie was because Miguel was the one that got caught inside and chased him down.
Well, he went with the receiver. They ran him deep over there, and he was in man coverage.
Yeah, so then
they just left it open on that bounce out. All right, so again, handed off, and again going to that right side. This time he's tackled from behind after a pickup of about 4.
Good tackle by Marco Soto. Read that well, and Ramirez trying to get outside of him, but Soto showing his speed, catching him.
So again, just chewing up the clock here are the Hawks. They've done well doing that here in the second half. 35-25, we're down to 9:03 and counting, and they're taking every second in the play clock every time, taking time off the clock, which is good. That's what I would be doing as well. Plus, they're running the ball every play. Play clock down to 10 as they're getting lined up. So now they may have to hurry. Down to 4, down to 3. I don't know if he sees it. Yeah, he does see it. 1, it's going to be, oh, they got it off in time. No, they didn't. Delay game. It'll back them up 5.
Well, Laborth looked up in 3 seconds, and his linemen still weren't down, so he was trying to get
hopping.
Yeah.
So it'll be second down and 11 for the Hawks at the Bulldog 36-yard line.
Hadn't been a whole lot of penalties tonight that I remember. It's been a few, but not. I think we had 19 one game, so
one of the first two games. Or between the two?
Yeah.
All right, trips to the left side. It is the wide side of the field. They have an X-back on the far side. Running back Ramirez to the right of LeBourne, and he brings Sandoval in motion, fakes that handoff. LeBourne keeps it, runs up in there. Helmet come off of a Bulldog, and he had to stop play. Pickup of about 7. It'll be third down.
Sergio Robles. You know, you think there's only one way for that helmet to come up, and that's hands in the face. They just shove that face mask and shove your helmet off, but, I mean, the refs can't see everything in the middle there. Got an updated score here. Hobbs 30, Roswell 19, still in the third quarter.
All right, so another big third down. It is definitely 2-down territory for the Hawks. 7:46 and counting. They got a slot and a wide out either side, inverted. Running back Ramirez snapped his back. Bulldogs bring the house. Oh, he just got it away. Barely. Good job by the quarterback, LeBourne, because he was hammered.
Miguel Soto and Alejandro Ontiveros came as fast as you could come and hit him as he was just trying to throw that ball, and one of them got right under his helmet. Boy, his head popped backwards, but they put a big hit on him.
And they've got a timeout on the field for the an equipment timeout. Whitehead said he's letting the quarterback get his shoe back on.
Josh just handed me a note. We've had 16 penalties this game, so I guess I just wasn't remembering.
Yeah, when you said that, I was thinking, man, it seemed like we've had a bunch, but you said it seemed like we didn't, so I didn't want to argue.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking was they haven't made a difference to me in the game. I mean, I don't know.
Bulldog fans coming to their feet, 4th down and 6. LeBourne takes a snap. Bulldog putting a little bit of pressure on.
Come on.
He's going to be hit in the backfield. He fumbled it, but he picked it up, and that's a turnover on downs for the Bulldog defense.
Marco Soto take a good angle. LeBourne, nothing there, tried to roll to his left, and he's pretty quick, but Soto closed so quick. Wrapped him up, a big boy, big quarterback, wrapped him up and took him to the ground with authority.
And I'm going to tell you, that could have been, well, I don't know if it could have been a lot worse, but the ball dropped straight out of his hand and comes straight back to him.
Yeah.
What could have happened, the ball gets away from him. We pick it up and run it back for a touchdown, but we do get the turnover on downs. Bulldog offense now needs to take advantage at their own 40-yard line with 7:27 to go in the ball game and down by 10. Slot and wide out either side. We've got Pondo behind Warren, snap is back. They're going to rush 3. He's going to turn and throw it deep. He throws it up into the air, and that's going to be incomplete, but there is a lot of flags coming in on that as the cornerback grabbed him and pulled him.
That's hard as a secondary player, that underthrown ball, right? You're running with the receiver, you're watching his eyes, and you tell when watch his hands, when he goes for the ball, you get your head around to find it. Well, when it's underthrown, the receiver adjusts, and boy, he just grabbed Byers because there was nothing else he could do.
So it'll be a 15-yarder. Put the Bulldogs at the 45 of Centennial with 7:21 to go in the ball game. All right, so the Bulldogs break the huddle. Again, a formation, slot and wide out either side. Pondo behind Warren in the pistol. Ball near the near hash. Snap is back, straight drop, three-man rush. Steps into it. He's got to throw down the field. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a touchdown, Artesia.
First of all, great protection by the line. They brought pressure. The line picked it up. Eglin runs a post route. He splits the safety in the corner, and a perfect throw by Derek Warren. Good catch. Boy, that's pretty, Joby. That's fun to watch.
So with 7:13 to go, the Bulldogs cut the lead to 4, 35-31 as they bring out Dominguez to kick the PAT. As he awaits the snap and the hold. Snap is back. Good snap. Hold is down. It's a kind of a pop fly kick, but I think it made it through. It did. 35-32, 7:13 to go here in the ball game. We're going to hear from Artesia Plumbing. We'll be back.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years. Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
This touchdown summary presented by Raul Rodriguez at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you go visit with Raul. And again, be sure and check out Artesia Ford's mobile service. Artesia Bulldogs took 2 plays to go 60 yards. 45-yard touchdown pass from Warren to Eglin. Kick was good by Dominguez. The Hawks 35, the Bulldogs 32, 7:13 left in the game.
All right, so Bulldogs, once again, we're waiting on something. I haven't figured out yet what we're waiting on so long between these. The official stands there and holds the ball for another minute after everybody else is ready. So I don't know. But it doesn't matter. It's not for me to know. 35-32, as Robbie said. Now they're going to give the ball to the Bulldogs kicker. As Corbin will set it right on the X. On his, cheerleader went down, but she was caught safely. All right, so Corbin Dominguez to do the kicking. And the kick right in the middle of the field. Nobody there, but it bounces good. And he's going to get outside. He's got speed. Bulldogs in chase, but Sandoval's going to go down the sidelines. Boy, that hurts. Touchdown, Centennial.
Well, that's a great play by Anthony Villa.
Oh, Villa, sorry.
Right, Anthony Villa comes up and hits the ground. He scooped it off the ground after the bounce. And then everybody had converged in the middle, and he bounced it outside and showed his speed as 8 Bulldogs were chasing him and could not catch him.
So good for the Centennial Hawks. Turn around quickly and answer on the kickoff return, and that's one of those times. It's one of those plays that you see more often than not, really, where it looks like it's an odd-looking bounce, and all of a sudden he's gone, and that's what happened there for the Hawks as a Bulldog coming on really late. Will he get on the other side? He does. Of the ball.
Judy McNeil ran right between the kicker and the holder and said something to him.
Kick is good. So the score, 42-32, Centennial. We'll be back.
It's too bad the Eastern New Mexico State Fair doesn't have a category for weeds. Because with all the
I'm
rain
Ben
we've
from
had,
Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John.
we've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equal licensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
In Artesia, and come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet, celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
All right, we're back here as LeBaron will line it up on the left hash for the kickoff. 32-42, 10-point lead again for the Hawks. Going to kick it hard. It's going to be a big bounce, catching it on that left side and then running up through the traffic, getting out to about the 39 is the Bulldogs' return.
George Blackburn, again, did a good job getting that off the bounce, setting his feet and just heading upfield with it. So good field position for the Bulldogs.
First down and 10 at the Bulldog 39-yard line. 6:56 to go in the ball game. 10-point lead once again for the Hawks. Bulldogs held and scored to make it a 3-point game, but then on that bloop up the middle, touchdown return, kickoff return. So back to a 10-point lead. A formation look. They're in man-to-man coverage if he can hit one of the slots over the middle. He's going to throw it to the outside. That's caught. Good throw, good catch. Pick up about 6.
That's a good read. They weren't making those reads in the first half. We talked about it, the receiver, and they brought 3 linebackers on a blitz. They brought the house. So it's just a quick stop route to Eglin on the outside. Good throw, quick release, good pickup.
Second down and 4 at the Bulldog 46-yard line. Ball in the near hash, 6:30 and counting. We're going to have to speed up, maybe start going no huddle here, Robbie, because a long time between snap here. Snap is back. Throw it up in the air into caught down there. Oh, no, he didn't catch it. I thought he did. Incomplete.
I tell you what, Derek Warren, the last 2 times he's thrown that deep route to Jack Byers on the left over there, he kind of fakes it. It's like he's throwing, looks like he's going to throw over the middle. He just heaves and throws it as far as he can over in that left side. Of course, he's on the right hash, throwing a go route on the left sideline, and he just lays it up there for Jack.
That'll bring up a third down and 14. Third down and 4, I'm sorry. 3rd and 4. Again, a slot and a wide out either side. Snap is back, going to turn and pitch it to the short side of the field. And Pondo will pick up the first down. He got inside to the 50-yard line, and that's a first down pickup.
Good job. I mean, they have pretty much taken our running game out tonight, the traditional running game. I don't know how many carries he has. It's not many tonight, Pando, but that was a good job, good blocking, good pick up the first down.
Clock does wind. Bulldogs out on the ball quickly. Trips to the left side, which is the wide side of the field. Warren taking a long look over the defense. Snap is back, straight drop, 3-man rush. Man comes in, and he's sacked.
I brought that blitz off the outside again to Derek Warren's left. Coming hard was Valenzuela. And he tried to step outside, and he kind of did, but he just kind of tripped and went to the ground.
So it'll bring up a second down and 17 on the 7-yard sack.
Yeah, see, Pondo has 7 carries for 38 yards tonight, so just not many at all. Warren's going to have 50 pass attempts tonight.
So they did huddle up, and they come out of it with 12 seconds on the play clock. Slot and a wide out either side. Snap is back, 3-man rush. Going to step into a throw, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be a first down pickup. He's still on his feet, still trying to drive through, and he's going to finally be knocked down at the 25-yard line just on a straight go route.
Yeah, and what I love about that is the corner. Eglin beat the corner, and then he threw it so hard and on a line that the safety did not have time to get over there. It was a narrow window, and it's a great catch by Eglin, great throw by Warren.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. He had blown it dead a couple yards prior, so it's at the 27-yard line instead of the 25. As Warren is bringing in, and the clock is rolling. I thought he went out of bounds. Why is the clock running? Snap is back. Going to throw it deep again. Got a chance. Up, and he dropped it. And there's another pass interference, though. That'll be a 15-yarder.
Again, Jack Byers. Boy, the Bulldogs like that matchup over there. Byers on number 33 for the Hawks, Holloway, and they keep going at it. And that time, I mean, Byers had position, the ball was coming down, and Holloway just grabbed hold of him where it was a touchdown.
All right, so that'll march him up 15 yards. It'll be first and will it be goal? Where was it at? It was on the 27. First and go and 10 at the 12-yard line. 4:44 to go. A formation look. Warren looks over the defense. Looks like they're going to try to bring some heat. Snap is back, and that's a draw, and he's hitting the backfield, and he is going nowhere.
Boy, they just got penetration on that. They brought the blitz, and we didn't pick him up. By the time he handed the ball to Pondo, there was Centennial Hawks right there on him.
Tough play to run the draw right there because they had every gap covered on the blitz, and so they're showing it. But tried to run it, and he was hitting the backfield. Loss of about 6. It'll be second down, maybe 5. Second down and 15 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, wish they'd go to hodling here.
All right, so he's looking over. It is man coverage, so there are no safeties back. They're going to bring it again. They do. They bring 7. They're going to throw it deep, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Boy, Hodling's got single coverage in that left slot. He's 10 yards off of him.
Yeah.
He ran about 7 yards and broke across the middle. There's no way to cover him. Yeah, there's no way they can cover him, and we're not even looking his way.
No, we're throwing it to the wideouts every time.
Yeah, no, and we've talked about that. We're not using our slots.
All right, so to bring up a third down and 15. We can get a first down. It's at the 2-yard line. 4:04 to go into the ball game. 42-32 Centennial. They do have a safety back. They got 3 guys back this time. Not in man coverage. They're going to only rush 3. They're going to drop 8. Going to have to step into it. He does. That's going to be a touchdown, Artesia.
That's a chair route by Hodling that time. Ran the out route. They bid on it. He turned up the sideline, wide open in the end zone. Good protection by the line because that takes a little bit of time to develop. And a good throw, good catch, touchdown Bulldogs.
Yeah, they only rushed 3. They dropped 8 in coverage, but you're right. He got wide open as he ran that out and up, and he was wide open. Hit him in the end zone. 42-38 on for the PAT is Dominguez. Snap is back. Hold looks good. Oh, it's not good, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. So 42-38. We're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Are you ready to make a difference in the lives of students and athletes right here in the City of Champions? Artesia Public Schools is now hiring school bus drivers for routes and activities. A CDL, background check, and drug test are required, but don't worry, we'll help you get your CDL. Join the team and drive our Bulldogs to success on the road and in life. Visit bulldogs.schoolspring.com to learn more. That's bulldogs.schoolspring.com. Drive the pride of Artesia.
Artesia Bulldogs presented by Robbie Brothers at Artesia Ford Sales. Go score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie. Be sure and check out the Artesia Ford mobile service while you're there. 9 plays, 61 yards, 17-yard touchdown pass. Warren to Hodling. Kick was good. Kick was no good, sorry. Hawks 42, Bulldogs 38. 3:59 left in the game.
Dominguez on to do the kicking. They've got him pulled way up. 2 men back at about the 20. He is going to kick it deep over their heads. Let's see if they can get it or if it's going to bounce into the end zone. It does, so that's a touchback, which is probably the right play. Instead of being a short field, they're going to make them go the length of the field as they had all their hands guys up, 9 of them, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
I like the call. As you said, go the length of the field, and we'll see the Bulldog defense. I'll tell you what, the adjustments they made at half, they've come out, again, like they did at Hobbs. They played really well the second half.
So let's see, what was the score at halftime? It was, because I think they've scored twice, but one of them was on a kickoff return.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to go double tight once again. They got a sniffer back on the left side, which is the wide side. Running back pistol formation, going to turn and hand it off to him. Bulldogs trying to stretch it out, and they do. He's able to stiff arm the first man and then twist away. Pickup of about 3.
So Miguel Soto played that well that time. He had a blocker on him. He got off the block and flattened out down the line of scrimmage and made Ramirez try to get outside of him. So Ramirez gave him a stiff arm, but it gave the Bulldog defense time to flow over there and make the tackle.
3:33 and counting. 2nd down and 7 at their own 23-yard line as they'll break out of the huddle in that tight formation, this time to the short side of the field. Sniffer back on the left side. His running back, Ramirez, to the left of LeBourne in the backfield. Snap back, going to turn, hand it off. He didn't have anywhere to go at first, and then he breaks outside, but he gets through the arm tackle. And then he's hit hard and knocked back, so only a pickup of about 2, Robbie.
I tell you what. I mean, that was Julian Beza that was back there chasing him, and he just couldn't get him as he reached out and couldn't get him to the ground. And then Tootie McNeil had a receiver on him blocking him, and he hit Ramirez so hard with the blocker on him that he knocked Ramirez to the ground without wrapping him up.
All right, the clock is running. We're down to 2:46 and counting as Centennial taking a lot of time off the clock. 3rd down and 5. Huge play for the defense. They want to get a stop right here or a turnover. 2:37, 2:36, 2:35, 8 on the play clock and counting. Snap is back. Going to fake the pitch. Quarterback keeps it. Boy, he's got the first down and more. He's to the 40. Splits another man. He makes him miss. Finally going to be taken out of bounds.
Well, that's a
back killer.
Yeah, that's just a great play. And you think it's coming right. Fake it to Ramirez, going to the right. He pulls the ball, comes around that left side, and no one was there. And he just goes down the field until he's thrown out of bounds. But that's a great play by Centennial.
So a big first down pickup by their quarterback. He's to the 34 of the Bulldogs before he is driven out of bounds. 2:24 to go in the ball game.
Bulldogs have 2 timeouts left.
Play clock down to 23. They're going to go double tight. Ramirez to the left of LeBourne in the backfield. Snap back, going to turn, hand it off to Ramirez on that right side. He's got a man out in front of him blocking. He's able to get it outside, and he's going to be double tackled out there after a pickup of about 5.
Tootie McNeil and Miguel Soto on that tackle.
And is there a penalty flag down? There is. So that stops the clock. 2:12 to go. As the white hat is talking to the umpire, or he's umpire. I always forget their titles. I just call him the white hat. So they're still discussing what the penalty was. Personal foul on Centennial.
That's why I wish we had a mic, because to know what happened on that, because don't really know, but we'll take it.
So they'll mark it off from, I guess, the spot of the foul, which is at the 30-yard line. So it'll be a 15-yarder.
Centennial's all pointing like it should have been called on the Bulldogs.
I saw that.
They're still doing it.
Yeah. And it should be 2nd down, right, because it was after the play? Dead ball foul?
Yeah, they're really, I don't know, they're really, I mean, Centennial's convinced that it was against the Bulldogs.
Right. So we'll see what the official says here, what down it is. And I think that's what's being asked from the Bulldog sideline. We're showing 2nd up on the Jumbotron, but 1st on the field. And maybe that's what he's asking. Was it a dead ball foul? Because if it was, it'll be 2nd down.
We have to put time back on the clock probably or something. He's looking up at the clock.
Oh, that won't hurt my feelings to add some time to the clock. 2:22, they're going to add 10 seconds back.
Like how they radio somebody up here, and then they run in the press box and tell the clock
guy
running the clock what to put on there.
So is it 1st or 2nd down? The white hat hadn't told us. Well, I didn't see him. He might have. He's rolling the clock, which I don't know. All right, we're going to LeBourne going to keep it. He runs into a wobble. Well, there was a hole, but they didn't call it. All right, he picks up about 5. It'll be second down, I guess, now, and a timeout taken by Artesia with 2:10 to go. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back after this timeout.
When was the last time you had some really delicious homemade ice cream? That long, huh? Well, satisfy that craving with Ensemble Tea Treats homemade ice cream, now available at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia. Ensemble Tea is a local company, so it's good ice cream and you're supporting our community businesses. Come try some homemade Ensemble Tea ice cream today at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia.
So the Bulldogs second timeout. They got 1 remaining with 2:10 to go here in the ball game. 42-38. Boy, that PAT, you never know, but we were within 3. Now we got to get a touchdown instead of a field goal to tie it up.
Yeah, I'm thinking they've got the defense down there in the huddle. What are you telling them? Tell them, first of all, your first and second line, right, to stand them up. They're running the ball. Secondary's got to watch pass first. You don't want the play action and have an easy pickup here or a long play. But then they wrap them up, and then everybody else that comes in is going after the ball.
Strip it.
Trying to get that ball out of there right now because that could be a game changer.
All right, Centennial breaks the huddle after being broken up by the White Hat. Second down and 16 for the Hawks. And they're going to run a tight end on the left side. They got it overstacked, no dis 3. Ramirez to the left of LeBourne. He's going to turn and hand it off to him. And he kind of stutter-stepped, and then he breaks outside, breaks 1 tackle, and he's going to drive all the way up to about the 31-yard line, pickup of about 7 or 8, maybe 9.
Bulldogs are going to learn a lot from this game. And, I mean, it's a good game. It's a great high school football game. We're losing, but Centennial's a really good team. They've played well. And but the Ramirez, are you going to commercial? Okay, go ahead and go to commercial.
I was going to wait and let you finish your thought, but we'll take a quick break on the last time out by the Bulldogs, 1:59 to go.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
We're coming out of that last timeout. 3rd down and 6 for the Hawks as the Bulldog fans being encouraged on the Jumbotron. Get loud. Cheerleaders tell them to as well. Bulldog fans on their feet. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side for the Hawks. 3rd down and 6. Love to see a strip fumble right here and return for a touchdown. Snap is back. Going to fake the pitch. He's got guys out in front of him. LeBourne cuts back inside, and he's close, if not the first down. I don't think he quite made it. Just short, but we can't stop the clock. 4th down and short.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Joby, in the timeout. Campo's doing a great job. He's got a running game. We've struggled with it. You give him 4 downs to go 10 yards, and right now we can't stop that. So it's short, but it's only short by about half a yard.
So they're going to let the clock run down. There's 23 seconds on the play clock, 1:28 on the game clock. So they're actually huddling up over there with their coach. He's going to hold them over there until they have to snap the ball. Or maybe he might even take a timeout coming out of it, and that's what I think he's going to do. He's going to run it all the way down, then take a timeout and talk about getting that first down. They able to get it, that'll be the icing.
Yeah, it will be the icing with the Bulldogs, no more timeouts. And the Bulldogs ran their bigger guys in there, ran some secondary guys out, expecting that quarterback sneak and that push.
All right, we're going to take a timeout as Centennial did. 1:08 to go on the game clock, 4th and 1 when we come back.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, Rob. big play here for the Bulldog defense. I mean, it's 4th and short, but if we stop them, we can stop them. It'll be about a minute left for the Bulldogs offense.
Yeah, you're down there saying somebody's got to step up. Somebody's going to make a play. You got to leave 2 guys back deep for the play action, because if you sell out and bring all 11 and they do play action, it's touchdown. But the other thing is when you sell out and bring everybody, bring 9 guys, if there's any crease at all, you see it a lot of times on a 4th and short. If they break through that first level, then they're gone too. So, yeah, you got to bring the pressure because it's so short. And he is going under center.
Bulldog fans on their feet. They got 3 guys behind the quarterback, LeBourne. Bulldogs need to get up on that center. Hey, it's a false start. Oh, they didn't call it. Yeah, they did. False start. That's great. That backs them up 5. And no time. Well, 2 seconds came off, but he should have put them back on. Yeah, their whole backfield moved. I'm glad the White Hat threw the flag.
As the lineman, everybody's in that pile, right? It's 22 players in that pile almost, and the Centennial Hawks were getting up excited about getting it. They didn't know a flag had been thrown, the lineman.
Yeah, all 3 backs moved forward before the snap. And so easy call, really, for the White Hat. Backs them up 5, changes things up. Bulldogs, big play again, 1:06 to go, down by 4. 4th and 6 for the Hawks at the Bulldog 30-yard line. Looking for the turnover right here on downs or a strip fumble or an interception return. Any of those will work.
Yeah, Centennial calling timeout again. He wants to talk about it. Big play for them, right? They can seal the game if they pick this up, but it's a difference at 4th and 6.
All right, we're going to take one more timeout. We'll be right back.
Inc. Credible in our team for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derrick Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Inc. Credible.
Well, we got a game, Joby, 30-27. Hobbs over Roswell right now in the 4th quarter.
Big game here, too. Big down as this makes some noises up on the Jumbotron. Artesia fans on their feet as the Hawks is talking to the White Hat. And I'm not sure what's going on right now. Again, we've had all these stalls in the game, Robbie, and I had no idea what they're about. In any case, they now break it up. All right, Ramirez, like he's going to get the ball. Bulldogs have everybody but one guy on the line of scrimmage turn, and there's going to be a timeout taken by the Hawks. We're going to take it as well. 1:08 to go, 42-38 Centennial.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
All right, we're going to do it again. It's 4th down and 6, ball near the far hash. Bulldogs had all but 2 guys on the line of scrimmage. Have 1 safety deep, and they had a middle linebacker, and he's there again in Dalen Pacheco. Man in motion. Snap is back. Going to fake the handoff. He is looking to throw the ball. Bulldogs get loose. Throw it down the field to a wide open receiver. He's going to be tackled inside the 10. And, Robbie, that's going to be all she wrote. I don't know how. They're going to be in the victory formation.
That's what we talked about, right? Bulldogs had the 9. They were bringing them. And it was Ramirez out of the backfield. We had the other receivers covered, but Ramirez released out of the backfield. Nobody picked him up. Laborth did a good job of finding him. He had pressure on him, but that's just a great play by Laborth.
All right, so LeBourne will go, I think, just in the shotgun victory formation here, and that's what it looks like they're going to do. 54 seconds and counting after the first down marker was put down there on the 6-yard line. And they can let these final 13 seconds click off the play clock before they snap the ball. And then that would probably be the ball game. I think they only got to snap it one more time. Snap is back. He takes a couple steps back, kneels it down, and that's going to end the ball game as 40 seconds on the play clock. Only 32 on the game clock, so the Artesia Bulldogs will fall in a hard-fought game with a great team from Centennial, 42-38.
Yeah, I enjoyed the game. I don't like losing. We don't like losing at any point in time, but Centennial, they beat us tonight. Well coached, well disciplined, got great athletes, and they outplayed us tonight. So kudos to them, and the Bulldogs will regroup and go to Deming next week.
All right, so as they shake hands, we're going to go ahead and start the Guy Chevrolet post-game show. When we come back, we'll have some final stats for you and some final thoughts on the ball game. Stay right here at KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Annie Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR welcomes back students to the fall semester at Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculty provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMUR offers a wide variety of certifications programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Welcome back, students. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. Worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Looking for power, performance, and a whole lot of game day? A Major Supply, your industrial goods and outdoor gear with the brand Milwaukee, Rigid, and much more. Built for tough enough for any task. And when the work's done, gear up for game day with team apparel, sunglasses, and all the sporting equipment you need to play hard and cheer harder. Tools, threads, and everything in between. Stop by today at 1808 South 1st in Artesia or check them out online at MajorSupplyLLC.com. The Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit Artesia.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of our team and Lady Bulldog sports.
Say so long to summer and save this week at your local in Artesia. Get Food Club White Chicken, 2 cans for only $1. Food Club Macaroni and Cheese, 3 boxes for just $1. Get Halo's Mandarins in the $2.99 a piece, and Juicy Limes 4 for $1. Get Select Food Club Sliced Bacon, ham, or turkey, only $3.77 each, and Boneless Beef Choice Top Round Steak, only $5.99 a pound. Great savings this week at your local Fence Country Market in Artesia.
Welcome back here to the Guy Chevrolet postgame show on Artesia's very own KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, and we've got Josh Howard with the final stats.
22 first downs, 39 rushes for 329 yards, 11 receptions for 161 yards passing, 11 for 17 for 1 touchdown. They had 13 penalties for 109 yards. They were 3 for 11 on 3rd down conversions and 3 for 5 on 4th down conversions. 17 first downs for the Bulldogs tonight, 15 rushes for 16 yards, 19 receptions for 323 yards passing, 19 for 37. And we had 5 touchdowns passing and 1 interception, 7 penalties for 74 yards. We were 5 for 14 on 3rd down conversions and 1 for 3 on 4th down conversions. The leaders tonight rushing for your Bulldogs was Christian Pondo, 8 for 33 yards. Passing was Warren, 19 for 37 for 323 yards and 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. Leading the way receiving was Eglin, 9 receptions for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Byers had 4 receptions for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hodling had 3 receptions for 28 yards and a touchdown. Whitehead 1 for 6, Fuentes 1 for 4, and Christian Pondo also had 1 reception. Corbin Dominguez was 1 for 1 on field goals tonight, making a 28-yard field goal, and 3 for 4 on point after touchdown. Your leaders for Centennial Hawks rushing was Ramirez, 26 rushes for 246 yards and 2 touchdowns. LeBourne, 11 rushes for 62 yards and a touchdown. Villa, 1 for 20 and a touchdown. And then Sandoval, 1 for 1. Passing, LeBourne was 11 for 17, 161 yards and 1 touchdown. Leading the way receiving was Sandoval, 6 for 67 and a touchdown. Ramirez had 2 catches for 48 yards. Alonz had 2 for 33 yards. And Sanchez 1 for 13. And those are the stats tonight. The most important, Centennial 42, Artesia 38.
All right, we're going to get another break going here on the Guys Chevrolet postgame show. When we come back, Robbie and I will wrap it up and talk about this ball game. Great ball game between the Bulldogs and the Hawks. We'll be back.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable Sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, get select L2502 series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, tilt trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
School's back, and it's time to get your vehicle ready with back-to-school service specials at Tate Branch Auto Group. Get an oil change, brake inspection, tire rotation, multi-port check, and battery test, all starting at just $59.95 for gas, $69.95 for synthetic, and $99.99 for diesel. No appointment needed, and we're open on Saturdays to fit your schedule. Call 575-748-1317 or schedule online at Tate Branch Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpin, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back to the Bulldog Bowl. The final score of the night was I forgot, 42-38. The Bulldogs go down to Centennial. And Robbie, we've been talking off air. Just a great game against a good team. You know, we had to, I think you said it probably 2 or 3 times to me and maybe once or twice on there, but learning opportunity here for the Bulldogs.
Well, the Artesia's always done this. We always play up in non-district because we want to play really good, 6A teams. You learn a lot in these games. And you learn what you can do well. You learn what you need to work on more. You don't learn anything if you get blown out and if you blow somebody out. So These 3 games have been really good for us, Carlsbad, Hobbs, and Centennial. Tonight, well, I was thinking, go back to the 70s when you played and the 80s when I played.
We both played in the 80s, and I was later than
I'm
you, Mr. Ballou.
I'm sorry. We did the same thing then, right? I remember my sophomore year, we went 0-4 against the larger classifications. And then you meet the teams at your level, and you're thinking, wow, these guys,
they're not as fast.
Yeah, they're not as fast, not as big, not as strong. And so you start running the gamut, right?
And finish that story. What'd y'all do?
Well, we won state championship, yeah. I mean, we didn't lose another game, but I mean, in each year it's that way. And so, yeah, we lost to Centennial tonight, but Centennial's really good 6A team. Their line is big. They're well coached, right? I mean, they're disciplined. And so Bulldogs going to learn a lot from this. We talk about this stretch. You really want to come through this stretch with no serious injuries. You don't want any injuries, but you'll always have some nagging injuries or something that, heal up through the week or whatever, but it's football. But if you come out uninjured, boy, then you go into the district run now, which is what we're hitting in Deming next week, and really just start gearing up for district and the playoffs. So Bulldogs did that. Now, let me say this. Boy, Ramirez, great job. 26 carries, 246 yards tonight. They had over 300 yards rushing. Bulldogs countered that tonight with over 300 yards passing, which is what we tend to do. Derek Warren in the receiving core and the offensive line. So we get Parra back next week. Looks like we'll get him back next week. And Pondo did a great job. It's just Centennial defensive line and linebackers were so good we had to, throw around them. So, I mean, I'm really encouraged by the game tonight. Yeah, we lost, but I believe Bulldogs can take this and build off of it.
I agree. I'm like you. I always want to say, man, I hate to lose.
Yeah.
And I say I loosely because I'm not playing.
Yeah.
But it feels like we are. Both of us enjoy the game. We're Bulldogs through and through, and so it kind of hurts a little bit when our team loses. But everything you said is perfectly said. Playing hard, tough games. And in the past, back in the 80s when we played, and even up until a couple of years ago, really, we'd have anywhere from 5 to 6 non-district games.
Yeah.
And it allowed us to really play some – 4 or maybe even 5 bigger schools. But now with the districts the way they're set up, we only get those 3 non-district games and then dive into district for the remaining 7 games. So playing teams like this is really good for the Bulldogs. And as you said, if we can stay injury-free, we've had bumps and bruises, but for the most part, injury-free coming into next week, we think. And so maybe we can go on a run right here, and I actually think we will.
I do too, and just so everybody knows, Roswell and Goddard, they do the same thing. Roswell's playing Hobbs tonight, and it's a good game there in Hobbs. Hobbs is leading by 10 right now in the fourth quarter. Goddard played up, and they beat Valley pretty good tonight, 49-6, I think, was that Albuquerque school. But they try to do the same thing. So that we hit district, and I'll just say our district, our 18 district, the rankings 1 through 7 is our district, and then Santa Teresa is a little bit lower, 12 or 13, but the top 7 teams in the state in 5A are in our district, and that's what we're about to start going through.
Yeah, out of the 16 teams in 5A, 8 in the north and 8 in the south. All right, well, I do want to mention a couple things before we wrap it up, Robbie. First thing, one of our producer, Jeffrey Curtis, right before the ball game, when I got here, I saw an ambulance up in the gate to the back of the bowl, and I worried about who it might be, but then I was told Jeffrey actually had a seizure. So I think he's okay, but they took him for probably just precautionary reasons to the hospital to check him out. So I want to mention that and say pray for Jeff Curtis as he is going to be recovering from that. And then Gene was here, and, Gene had a stroke a while back, last year, in fact. He's working, but his whole plan this year was try to stay home during the Bulldog games just because it's a lot of stress. There's a lot of pressure for these things that we put on. Robbie makes it sound so easy. It's like there's nothing so easy, but there's a lot to it to do these productions. And so we want to thank Gene because, he stayed here. He's working on training a new guy to help Jeffrey as the season progresses. But just want to lift up Jeff in prayer and thank Gene and also the rest of our crew, Oscar, Jackie, Wildman, Mick, and Bradley. And Josh is our statistician, and, of course, Robbie.
Well, and I want to thank Lana, too, for letting Gene stay.
Yep. We should not forget Lana because she takes care of him, and so we appreciate you as well, Lana. So on behalf of Robbie, my partner, this is Joby Hodling saying have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you in church on Sunday.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. Bulldog football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Avo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Public Schools, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Buckhorn Productions, Kane Electric Supply, the City of Artesia, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, the Eddy County DWI Program, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Ben's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Ocker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward, J&J Home Care, AC Light Tower, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tin, Remax Axiom, Smile Expressions, Southeast New Mexico College, Cape Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, Trans-Aero Medevac, the National Championship Air Races in Roswell, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, and Trustmark Roofing. Thanks for tuning into this special presentation. We now return you to your regular...
As